We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Welcome to the Global Gang Podcast, episode 24. I am Alec Hunter, hosting today, along with Trevor Isengard, Taister Daisetsu, Anthony Jamo. How the hell are you guys doing today? Oh wait, I have you muted. Ha, that's funny. I'm good at this game.
He's still deafened. Yeah.
Let's try that.
I was gonna say, let's try that again, shall we?
I unmuted everything but you guys.
All good. Taisha was immediately on that. He was already laughing up a storm, so.
I was like, he's still deafened, and we're on the thing. Hold on, let me click unmute. And I unmuted, and then you're doing the intro.
That's hilarious. I'm good at this game.
This game.
Yeah, this game called life.
This is called life.
All right, and then guys, we are joined today by BVaz711. Brendan, that's what you go by?
Yeah, you can call me that. You can call me anything you need. That's fine. I don't mind.
All right. So you guys can see.
Big Papa.
All right. So 5-year, guys. It kind of started yesterday. There's one thing that's not in our show notes that I do want to bring up right now, and it's just a question. Where the hell are the purple stones?
I think they're coming later.
Yeah, they said it's in the game. Like in the little files or whatever. It's just that they haven't started it yet.
I love how when I do sound check, you sound fine, but then we get in the show and you're quiet as fuck, Tystra.
Oh yeah, sorry, my mic was pulled away actually. That should be better.
He doesn't like eating his mic like some of us do.
I'll be right back.
But yeah, no, it's in the game files, and they plan on releasing it. The problem is that they just haven't done it yet. Which I will say that's the weird thing is that they didn't release that right when 5th year started. You would think they would.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe they'll put it out.
Download. I think there's another download coming. That's why.
That could be it. That could be something for tonight. Like they do a mini maintenance for the banners.
Yep.
They're getting ready for small banners and stuff.
All right. So, as is our typical custom, whenever we have a new guest, we have a list of questions we like to ask them. And as soon as I find where I put my show notes, hey, there they are. We're going to ask those questions. First off, BVaz, how and when did you get into Dokkan Battle?
Ooh, love it. All right, so I was just telling y'all guys this story. This is a great story. So, back in July 2015, I'd say about June, there were a lot of like these faux Dragon Ball games coming up. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to support them. I don't like it. So it was a weekend. I don't remember exactly which weekend it was. It was definitely after the 4th of July. Looking through my Google Play and I see Dokkan. It was the old school, logo with Super Saiyan Goku on it. And I just immediately like download it, I install it, but then I call my nephew in the process and I tell him like, nephew, you got to get on Google Play now. He's downloading. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, Dragon Ball, official Dragon Ball game, mobile game. Let's go, get it. And back then it was the dark ages of Dokkan, but when you're a fan, you don't care. You just like, wow, this is a Dragon Ball game that I get to play online and everywhere I want to go. And so I'm like, all right, play it. I got discouraged because how the game was set up back then, it's not the same how it was now. It was very difficult. You had no leads. You had like nothing that you could do as far as event-wise. It was very, very anemic. But yeah, man, it was July of 2015 when I jumped in.
Very
And
nice.
that's how I did it.
You started just a couple months before I did. I started, I think, in August or September. Let's see here. Second question, we've got, what is your favorite unit?
Well, that's a tough one.
I know, we asked the hard-hitting questions here.
Yeah, that's a tough one only because it changes. So it's like what would be my favorite unit now, and then like what was my favorite unit I first started, you know, because they're all different. So every year I can give you a different unit. So my favorite currently is the one that would be using the most, right? So I like the Blue Evolution, and not Blue Evolution, but the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Dokkan Awakening, and the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Dokkan Awakening. So those two cards are great.
You're talking about the tech and the physical, right?
The tech and the physical ones, the ones that were throwaways, but I kept them. I was like, nah, man, they're gonna get good. They're gonna get Dokkan Awakening, and everybody kept asking, when are they gonna get their Dokkan Awakening? And when they got them, they became beasts, and they are beasts. I could take them anywhere, and they'll just destroy the whole event.
They're very good for that, actually. They're actually really good. Some of my favorite units actually are not too. I think I take Vegeta a lot of the times these days.
Yeah.
All right. So, what new features or units would you like to see added to the game?
Okay. Oof. Yeah, you do ask those tough, hard-hitting questions. Okay. There's a plethora, but if there's one thing I want them to do, it would be for them to fix that friend system. What I would like for them to do is, like, if we have the leads set up in our box, like the 7 that we get to take with us, I would like for us to be able to choose with that friend. Like, we go into their friend and we see what kind of leads they're running, and then we could choose that one lead and take it, or mirror the lead that we already have, which I've been hearing that a lot. Is you take the unit that you have, and you can completely flip it, and it would be a friend rainbow, right? Or they can release one in the game where it's awakened, but it's only at 55%. Now, all 3 options are great. Just the friend system just needs to be fixed. That's like the biggest one.
Yeah, no, I agree. I rage against the friend system a lot, but we did a feature on Trident or Unidokan, and one of the things that they have involved in that is a friend mirror, and it's a really nice feature. It's just a shame that it's against the terms of service, or else I'd use the hell out of it.
Yeah. I totally understand that. I would love for them to, you know, they take those mechanics that Unidokan has done, and it's done a lot. The game would be just as good. Nobody would probably play on Unidokan if they had all those implementations on.
All right, and then last question, and this is purely in the interest of self-promotion. Do you have any upcoming projects or videos that you'd like to promote?
Ooh. Actually, no. The way I do my streaming is that I just stream on Twitch and then I'll upload it later.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really do like individual solo YouTube projects as far as uploading videos. But what I will do is I will upload this podcast. Oh, damn. I didn't even start recording. Never mind. I guess I won't upload this podcast.
I could send you a copy of it if you want.
There we go. And then I'll just upload it from there. And then it's just going to be a link that people can just go to. My YouTube's very anemic. I don't really focus on this stuff. More like I just do it as a passion project.
Right.
Not in it for the monies, because I don't really have that passion. If you see my Twitter feed, you can see I'm a veteran, served Marine Corps and whatnot.
And thank you for your service, by the way.
Rah.
Salutes to you, man.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah, so like I just do it because I was like, oh, I want to try this out. But if I get paid for it, it's a bonus. I don't really like care for monies.
Right.
I don't mind helping. So like if people want help and all that stuff, you're more than welcome to contact me. You can look at my Twitter, and that's the best way to get a hold of me. Discord is more like a feature for those who like follow me. And if you follow me on my Twitter and my Twitch, you'll get the link to the Discord. Unless you're Alec Hunter, you'll just get it because you're Alec Hunter.
I feel so special.
Yes, you are special, sir.
All right,
Dokkan
so
should be saluting you as well before we move on. You are Dokkan vet as well. Day one player, basically.
basically, yeah.
I mean, I can do a box feature if you guys want, and you can put it appended to your thing if you need. But I have pretty much every unit except for like 3. Dokkan Fest, and 3 LRs.
Damn,
So I
dude.
even have units that haven't even been out since they were on the SSR pool back in like 2017. They got removed. The Frieza, the Tech Frieza,
Mm-hmm.
he got removed from the pool, and the STR Goku, the one that never got an awakening,
Right.
I got him.
The real question is do you have Strike Kibito?
I have a SA10 and a SA5.
Nice. Strike
And I have
Kibito is the shit.
Flow Junior too.
All right, so let's jump in, guys. We got quite a bit to actually cover today. It is the start of the 5 year, so everything is kind of coming in. You can see a lot of events currently going on in game, not all of them directly related to the 5 year. The newest events, we'll start with the Saiyan Trio led by Fate, which I think is a stupid name. I liked 3 Saiyans, or the Fate of 3 Saiyans, whatever it was in Japan. Whatever that original translation was, sounded better to me. But yeah, we can farm up the Broly, the Vegeta, their orbs, and then level 4 and level 5 will come up later. Broly and Vegeta both require 6,540 small, 3,530 medium, and 346 small orbs. And then do keep in mind that you can farm a second copy of this Vegeta because he has a different name because he awakens to Vegeta and Raditz. Have you guys had a chance to jump into this event yet? First
I'm
3
actually
stages?
working on it right now.
You're actually working on it right
No.
now?
I did not.
Not.
Finishing up Zamatsu right now.
Okay. So I jumped in just to see what I could do as far as making a Pure Saiyans team, and I ended up making a full LR Pure Saiyan Goku family team. So 245% drop rate. It's great because when you get like your second copy of the units, you just start feeding them into hidden potential paths, and once you get one, you get them all because every time you unlock one, you get another one.
Get another, yep, that's true.
So make sure you're not over farming on that.
I don't farm anyways, so.
It's like, whenever I farm 14 accounts because I do all my VIPs work for them. All right. Oh, yeah. Chat has noticed that we have channel points. That's because last night, right before I was going to go to bed, I got the notice that we hit affiliate. So,
Congratulations, dude.
thank you. So, within a week of our first broadcast, we got affiliate, and that comes down to you guys because a huge part of that is making sure that you have the viewers. I mean, yeah, we put in the hours to make sure the video content was there for you guys to watch, but you guys had to be here to watch it. So, thank you very much for that.
That's true.
So jumping in, we're going to talk about Prince Vegeta, the kid. He is unimpressive in this form.
He looks it.
He is. He's very unimpressive here. Extreme class key +1, hit point attack and defense 20%. He only causes supreme damage on his super attack. His passive, shortest passive released by Dokkan in I don't know how long, attack and defense +50%.
Yo, he would be great in the
Dude, this
2015
card
version
slaps.
of Dokkan.
Right?
He would be OP in 2015.
Yeah, hardcore, just attack and defense +50%. He'd be slapping this game around. Link's skills are Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Frieza's Army, Prodigies, Thirst for Conquest, and Royal Lineage. Categories are Pure Saiyan, Youth, and Terrifying Conquerors. Of course, he will awaken. I don't believe his awakening comes until the next part. But he will awaken into Raditz and Vegeta. And then we will cover these guys and their Extreme Z Awakening in greater detail when they're actually released. But they do become a free-to-play Joint Forces lead and their Extreme Key 3 with stats of 40%. So they're still usable there. The 40%'s not so great. There's a number of better options, but I can see it like if you're struggling with having a second sub-lead or something for Battlefield, you might be able to use it for that. But they are an infinite attack stacker, so keep that in mind as well. So going back to the version that we can play with and access right now. Any thoughts on him, other than the fact that he would completely decimate 2015's Dokkan?
Dude, this guy is the best unit in the game, 10 out of 10.
I'd say, unfortunately, that art doesn't help him. It's okay, but it looks like he's taking a dump.
I
He's
guess
just
that
popping a squat.
I guess that would make him a terrifying conqueror.
Conquering the toilet.
Dude, he's all pissed off at like 7 years old because he's got a widow's peak that I've got at 38. I'd be pissed
okay.
off too.
That reminds me. Okay, I don't know if y'all have played Kakarot. But
Not
there's
yet.
a part in Kakarot. If you go like endgame and you just run around as Vegeta, you go and talk to this kid facing the Capsule Corp, and he goes, "Wow, you have a really big forehead." And you see Vegeta like, "What? What the hell are you talking about? No one has a forehead like that. How'd your head get so big?" There's some stuff in Kakarot. This is too funny, but that was one.
I just like my forehead's so big I call it a 5 head. So
Oh, jeez.
yeah.
I like to mess around with people like that, like me and my nephew. Whenever we see someone big forehead, we'll start off with forehead, but we'll end to like 20 head.
Okay, so moving on to the Broly that you can farm from the same event. This Broly in his base form is actually a lot better than the Vegeta in my opinion. Leader skill is trash, Pure Saiyan's category. Key +1 stats 30%. You're not going to use him for that. Causes supreme damage on his super attack. His passive is where he's better than Vegeta. Attack and defense +40%, but he also has a rare chance 15% of evading enemies' attack, including super attack. I mean, that's like huge. That's like literally 15 ranks of dodge from the hidden potential system. Link skills are Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, the Innocence, Prodigies, Tough as Nails, and Prepared for Battle. Prepared for Battle is a very good key link for him. Categories are Pure Saiyans and Youth. He does awaken in the next part to Broly. He's still just Broly. His name stays the same. He should have been Broly and Ba, IMO, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And he does get a bit better. He is an infinite attack and defense stacker when he's easy aid, so definitely worth the investment here. But again, we'll cover that part of him more when we're talking about part 2. Meanwhile, going back to this, how do you guys feel about this this unit as a base form?
Second best unit in the game.
He looks adorable as hell, I'm not gonna lie, in this picture. But overall, you know, for free to play, very, very solid unit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Better with the easy A, you know, always having that extra potential is always fun to run around, especially with play units like this. So, and own orbs, no excuse not to rainbow either of these two, by the way. Just saying.
Yep.
Yeah, don't you need them for the easy areas? So make sure you're on this.
Yeah.
They are literally required for you to be able to even do the easy areas when they come out in part 2 and part 3.
That is true.
Yeah, this is the time where I'm talking about where you need a unit.
Yep.
You know.
It is required to complete an event. Okay, so next up, we've got the Zero Mortals plan. And if you guys are keeping track, you need just for the LR 29 copies of this Zamasu.
Easy.
Now, if you're like me and you're going to also rainbow the TUR, you need 43 copies of this Zamasu.
Oh my God.
Easy.
So, yeah, my wife is having a blast listening to me talk about how excited I am to farm up 43 copies of this unit.
And if you want to rainbow the SSR,
No, there's no reason to rainbow the SSR. He has the same name.
I'm only kidding.
So, lots of training items are in here. I think we're only, up to 3 stages on this one as well, and then other ones get added later.
Yes.
So, first 3 stages, you guys can get. Who cares about stage 1? Those are junk medals.
Yeah, they are.
Training
Well,
items
if
and
you're
Zamasu
starting.
from stage 2, and then training items and his medals from stage 3. You guys said that you've had a chance to jump into this a little bit. What do you guys think of the event itself so far?
Pretty easy. Very
Yeah.
good as far as like farming. It's easy to pick up those extra cards as long as you have the proper time travelers team. All LR will get you that 245%.
Yeah, my all LR time travelers team is basically Android Cell Saga, and then I had to slap Rose Masu onto the last slot. But I do have a full LR team for this. So I just don't have Trunks and Mai. If I had Trunks and Mai, I'd be all set.
I have Trunks.
All right, Trevor, Tystra, anybody?
What? I haven't
Thoughts?
played it yet.
You haven't played it yet?
I haven't done this event yet, but I'm just excited at the fact that I can have another Goku Black of some way, shape, or form. So.
Yeah, after this, you'll be able to run a full Goku Black / Zamasu team.
Oh, that's cool.
So.
Tystra's got half people though.
And
All
you
right.
know what the even more bonus is? JP will never be able to run a Goku Black with Key +3 to extreme types.
I wouldn't say never. Whatever. This is a good place for a sidebar. So a couple weeks ago, we talked about on the show how, at least I personally didn't think that the games would ever merge, and I went through this long spiel about how JP gets this many events between the end, July and the end of the year, blah 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 blah.
Right.
So I'm starting to reverse course on my thinking, because why the hell, after 5 years of existence, are they going through and renaming Link skills?
That is true. But this is not the first time they've done it.
They've renamed skills and stuff before?
In the past, yes, they have. They've even changed certain skills because they didn't fit and they were pretty common. So like Rival Duo got changed, and also Cold Judgment got changed. So they all were crap. But now, like, you can't see yourself running a certain team without, like, Cold Judgment is a Future Trunks Link. But
Yep.
you get him with another Link, a partner that has it, that's an additional 20%, I believe, defense. That's huge. So yeah, they've done this before, but the part where you're saying they're actually changing the actual translations,
Yeah.
that's also something to think about. I mean, it's been done before, but that's something to consider as far as what you said there. They might be merging the two, which I never thought that they would be able to do either. But the more like alike these games are becoming, the more I'm thinking the same thing.
Right on. Okay, so away from that sidebar and back to the task at hand, we've got Zamasu. He is farmable. You can use him to farm up the super attacks of every Zamasu in the game, which is really nice. So maybe 43 just turned into like 80. I don't know. We'll find out. He is a really interesting character when he gets to his EZA as an LR. But as far as his base form goes, we'll actually not talk about his base form. We'll talk about his awakening, since we can get to his awakening here. So currently in game, this is the best form you can use him in. Time Traveler's category, Key +2 stats 40%. He causes supreme damage to the enemy and lowers defense by, I believe, it's 40%. 40% for 3 turns. Attack and defense plus 40%. Key +1 with each attack received up to 4. Launches an additional attack that has a chance of becoming a super attack when facing 2 or more enemies. Link skills are Godly Power. There's that Cold Judgment BVaz was just talking about. Prodigies, Dismal Future, Fear and Faith, Shattering the Limit. Categories are Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Saga, Dragon Ball Seekers, Time Travelers, and Inhuman Deeds. So how you guys feeling about his kit just in this form?
That is inhumane.
It looks good. He looks good. I like the Super Dragon Balls behind him.
I agree. It's a very nice touch. I like the super attack skill, lowering defense. It's a nice 3 turns, I guess. I
Good for free play.
never really ran him on JP though, so I don't have too much of an opinion, but when I do get him to TUR, I'll definitely take him around and run him on my Time Travelers to see if maybe before we talk about like the EZA LR on another podcast, I'll have a different opinion about him. So.
And speaking of JP, Trevor, you were playing JP during this time. Do you have this Zamasu on your JP account?
What? No.
No.
Sure don't.
Valuable
sorry,
insight, bro.
I was getting the tablet thing situated.
That's fine.
God. Okay, thoughts. Good. I've used him like as a friend, you know, for teams. He's good. I think he's even good without the, you know, having to kill at the end of rotation. He gets significantly better, but he's still pretty decent otherwise. Like if you just can't, you know, if you want to use him as a floater or whatever, he's still good. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I haven't played with him super in depth, just a couple times. I mean, he's free to play, so can't complain.
Yep. Tysher, any thoughts?
My biggest thing is that I'm glad that now there's a, you know, free-to-play version of Zamasu that I can like put in the units. I just wish he would have came a lot sooner, because now he's only going to go in for like 1 for my STR Zamasu. So
You didn't save me enough Kai's, you bastard.
yeah. But
Yeah.
no, the unit's good. Like there's no denying that this is a pretty good free-to-play unit. I just can't wait till the UVA. Like that's my main thing, and I'm gonna be right behind you on the copies of getting the LR and the TUR. So don't worry, you got somebody to deal with that torture too. So.
Oh, I knew you'd be right there with me.
I'm like, I have to get it done. There's no doubt in my mind.
So just a quick preview of what this guy turns into, and he won't be able to get here until part 3, so we've still got like a month before you're able to get this guy as far up. I do love this art though for his LR.
Very nice.
He is he's got an interesting set of super attacks. So let's say you can get your 18 key off. You're lowering the enemies, or you're raising your own attack and defense by 30%, right? For the 1 turn. Then if you give him enough additionals and he hits that 50% where he gets the extra additional, or if you're facing 2 or more enemies, he can pop off his 12 key after that to lower the enemy's attack and defense by 20%. So raises his own by 30, lowers the enemies by 20. I think it's a good combination. I mean, my real question is at the end, do you concern yourself with additionals or crits on this character?
Crits
I think
would
I'd
probably be
prioritize crits, yeah.
Crits, yeah.
I'll
He
probably
already
do
launches
more
additional
crits, but have additionals in there still.
Mhm.
Yeah. For me, with units like this, I always try to find like an equal balance. So whereas most of my STR units currently that do have 2 pads or more than that, most of my kits for STR units usually sit at 620. But those who have skills like this LR Goku Black, I tend to throw in like half additionals, half crits if possible.
Mhm.
And on the off chance, I may or may not pull a truth and put dodge on some STR units, just depending on what they are. But this unit's probably one that I see myself throwing more crits in even still. So I might go with like a 917 at the very least for additionals, but I don't think I'd go 620.
BVaz?
I mean, yeah, he does
Yeah.
have an innate crit, so
Yeah,
that helps.
he's good.
My general rule of thumb for all units is for this guy, he's going to be he's an STR, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 12, 11, 3, 12 additional, 11 crit, 3 dodge. It's pretty much the best balance. He is free, so he does get that. He does get the. Oh my gosh, my train of thoughts left me. So with him being free to play, but he's also got additionals. When you're facing 2 or more enemies, he's gonna be getting that super tag off no matter what. But then that third one might proc even more.
Yep.
Depending on if he's getting hit in the beginning more. So if he gets hit a lot and then he gets his turn to attack, he's pretty much gonna have a higher chance of doing that third attack with the hidden potential. I would also add in a skill orb to him, since we're already going to get all 3 opened up later on. I would add the crit and the additional skill orb, the level 3 one. That would be my preference on there. If I'm going to be using him all the time, I'm going to give him the crit and addition skill orb.
You bring up a good point. I haven't even thought about skill orbs yet. We'll get to those here in just a bit, though.
Hmm.
Tystra, your thoughts on how people should look at building this guy?
Honestly, like for me, normally I just go for additionals and crit. Um, not to say that dodge isn't a wonderful thing, but I guess it really just depends on the unit. If I'm aiming to dodge more with that unit than anything, um, to be honest, I'll probably just go more crit than additional with this unit, and then leave the dodge out. But who knows? I might change my mind later. The more that I look into it. But for now, just initially, I'm going with more crit than additional, and then leaving dodge out.
Yeah, so I think I'm sitting somewhere around, I don't know, maybe 9, 14, 3 for me, because you guys know I like my level 3 dodge.
Yeah, can't go for it. D3 dodge is always great, man.
Yep. So I think that's what I'm going to end up with is 9, 14, 3. Unless I might go as far as like 12, 11, 3, but I feel like crit is probably going to be more valuable because I feel like I'm going to use this guy mostly in things like Super Battle Road and stuff like where there's multiple enemies. So I don't think I'm going to need the additional as much. But let's see here. What's next on the agenda? Ah, yes. Punching bags. I mean, Frieza's soldiers. I mean, they're the same thing, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much. They are the punching bags.
Toonarami's favorite event.
So, I did this yesterday. I used Movie Heroes tech units, and I ran with this Goku as the lead and as the friend,
Right.
and then through that tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta that got his awakening with Kaioken Blue.
Oh yeah.
I got maybe a dozen orbs and hit max damage. So they made this way easier than I anticipated them making it.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody's gonna have any real problems. Just remember that each day you have to switch which team you're using. So like right now it's Movie Heroes. The one that releases today should be Movie Bosses. Tomorrow should be Time Travelers. The day after that is Patara, and then Fusion. And I believe you can go back and do these even if you don't do them the day of. You can still go back and finish them. Like the event is here until the end of the anniversary. So you're not going to miss out on anything if you're not right on top of it right now.
So just so that everybody knows about this event, just because it says Movie Heroes doesn't mean that you have to only use Movie Heroes units. You could actually use any unit. To put in perspective for me, I used a double AGL Golden Frieza lead. I put Gumku basically, and then for other sakes, I used Turles and Kid Buu for the 50% boost, and then I used Android 17, the physical one that changes orbs, and then Android 18 that changes orbs to AGL. And that actually got me through. It almost did max damage, but that was the combination that I used. But you don't have to only use just Movie Heroes or anything like that. It's just that your boosted numbers come from that category. So long as they're the one that are supering and doing that damage, that's the one that's going to get the boosted damage, and that's the one that's going to give you what you want to see.
Yeah, like absolutely. You can choose your main attack unit or your main damage unit as long as they are of the category. You're going to get the bonus, and then you can run things like Turles or Bra or physical EZA Kid Buu to get additional attack bonuses off of that.
Exactly.
So
because a lot of the people from my streams were asking me about that, and I had to clarify to them, like, yes, you're gonna see these units open for use because you can use them. It's just that your bonus damage isn't gonna come from them. So if you're using Movie Heroes and you're gonna try and use, let's say, Tech Goku Frieza to get that damage, you're not gonna get the bonus damage. So just something to think about, guys, when you do this event.
okay, and then Yeah, just remember you want to take your nuking leads. So whatever color your specific unit is, whatever color your movie hero is that you're going to use, your movie boss, your time traveler, whatever, you want to use the nuking lead because you want to get them as much attack bonus per orb as possible. All right, so next on the list is the Whis Orb event.
Yay!
I hate it. No, seriously, I do. So sometimes there will be orbs on the board. Sometimes there won't. Sometimes you'll get the right number of, numbers to hit the spaces to get those orbs. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes there's a Beerus as a boss that gives better rewards, and sometimes it's a Whis that doesn't. I despise randomness in these types of games, but this is how they make money. This is why these things are available in the Pilaf shop to be purchased from the rank up tickets. It's all about making money, and I just hate random crap rewards like this. Like, if you're going to give us limited space and you're going to put a limited item to increase the power of the characters, make the number 1 so we can hit all of them. Like, always get 1 so you can hit all of them. Because the first time I skip over one of those orbs, I'm going to be so pissed off. Because you can't go back and do it again. You can't farm it. Like, right now, during the anniversary, it's available every day. After the anniversary, it'll be available once a week. So,
Oh, I didn't know it would be open once a week. I thought it was just for anniversary and then it's gonna wait.
Oh no, that event's permanent.
Yep.
Oh, thank Jesus.
I mean,
That
it's
makes me
nice that
happy.
it's available, but it's once a week. It's like Pan, except for it actually gives you something other than XP.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's for me. Like, I'm still gonna do it regardless. I think it's an awesome thing.
Choke up on your mic.
Yeah, it wants you closer.
I think that this event is really good.
I didn't say give oral sex to your mic. I said choke up on it.
You can't prove that that's what I did. But no, I like the event. I understand where the randomness can tick people off, of course. It's not fun to deal with. Like, like, take for example, Alec, you did your first run, you got 2 golds. I did my first run and I got 2 bronze and a silver. So, it sucks, but at the same time, like, I'm okay with it in the sense of, like, it's a fun little thing right now. I'm just happy that it's here and finally I get to, like, get these skill orbs going on. So,
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be here, Tom.
I'm just happy to be here, Tom.
So,
Trevor,
Well,
were you
yeah.
able to get in yesterday or earlier today and run this?
Nope, but I've done it on JP plenty of times.
Okay, and how do you feel about the randomness of the numbers and stuff? Have you been screwed yet?
It's okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just honestly, there's a better thing to get equipment coming out soon. So if you're frustrated with this, the other way's better. So
Yeah, that's the chain battle.
yeah, the chain battle.
Whatever, they're gonna
I've
end up
gotten
calling
some
it in the English
good
version because it
shit out
won't
of
be chain battle.
Yeah, it probably won't be called chain battle, but man, it's oh man, you get some good shit from that, man. Ooh, I've gotten like level 5 like crits, like gold level 5 crits. Oh my god, it's good. I mean, you still get shafted on that. It's like a summon kind of, but
I will say I think that's the one thing that I'm waiting for, like, when it comes to events, is that chain battle. But these events
Dude,
right now
it's
that
fun.
we're getting is dope.
the chain battle is like a lot funner than you think about it in your mind. You're like, well, you don't really even play, but then I don't know, it's fun. It's rewarding to me, I think.
Can you play it over and over again, or is it just a one time?
Yeah. Well, you get you have to do it like 3 or 5. I don't remember. Like, you get to do it like 3, yeah, because it's like an attempt, like for the week, or you have to do it.
It's a bit like Battlefield in the sense that you can do it as many times as you want, but you have to do it a certain number of times for rewards.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, like to get your rewards. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And it's honestly like the punching machine. Like we kind of talked about it. Like, you just how much damage you can do. So you try to do it as much as you can. Try to get, the highest you can get.
Okay. All right. So moving on to what the skill orbs actually do for you. If you guys need a an in-depth look at this, you're going to want to go and read the wiki. I've put that link in chat for you. We're not going to go through line by line and read this. We're going to give you the basic overview. There are different types of orbs that you can get. Obviously hit point, attack, defense, and they're all at different levels, 1 through 5, I believe, for those. And then, of course, you have all of your hidden potential ones. You know, your combo attack, your critical, your evasion, your type defense boost, your type attack boost, your super attack boost, and your recovery boost. I feel like all of the like type defense, type attack, super attack, recovery, they're all pretty much going to be ignored by everybody because you're all most likely going to be looking for combo and crit. Just judging by the way the community looks at things, I think those are going to be the ones that are valued higher than any other, are combo and crit.
Probably evasion too.
Most people don't give a crap about evasion.
I
Most
mean, that'd
people
be the third though.
Right. I mean, being the third of 3 choices doesn't mean a whole lot.
I mean, you're on the podium. You know.
Yeah, right. I
You
mean,
get the participation medal.
somebody has to come in last, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see here. I don't know what half these event symbols are, but let's see. These must be the
That's
events where
the
you get these.
Grand Priest. Yeah, that's the Grand
Chain
Priest
battle.
one.
Okay, chain battle. Okay,
And
so
that's
you get
chain
these
battle.
ones from
Yep.
Whis.
That's the chain battles. There's treasure chest. So you get
Uh-huh.
get those tickets, and then you open the
Mhm.
treasure chest with those tickets.
Perfect. Okay, and then this Kai, or the trial for a new domain. What the heck? Where is this?
Yeah, that's coming. That was released, I believe, when Teflo was released.
Oh, right. This is the ones that's specifically for the Team Bardock ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, by the way, there's going to be specific orbs for specific types of units, specific categories of units, and apparently
ones for
just for
Universe
specific
6.
individual units.
Mm-hmm. You got Team Bardock and Universe 6 have their own right now.
And of course, you guys, there are different levels. There's bronze, silver, and gold. How you unlock those is by powering up your character. I believe you get bronze just when your character goes up to UR, right?
Yes.
You just unlock that. And then the second slot is unlocked at super attack 10. And the third slot is unlocked when you have 2 dupes in the unit, correct?
Yes. That's correct.
All right. So, god damn, there's a lot on this page.
Yeah, there is a lot of those.
There is one set of these orbs that are going to come in. Where the hell are they? Somewhere. I was so prepared for this, let me tell you, right here. So when we get the Extreme Super Battle Road, we're going to start getting combination orbs. Things that'll have like critical hit and attack, or evasion and defense, combo attack and hit points. These are like the creme de la creme of your skill orbs. You're going to want to invest these into the characters that are the best that you have. One other thing you guys need to keep in mind is that you cannot remove a skill orb once it is placed. You can replace it, as in like you can overwrite it, but the original one that you used, gone.
Yeah.
So make sure that you're not just throwing these orbs in willy-nilly, because there's a bunch of missions right now that says use skill orbs. Be intelligent when you make your choices on what you want to do here. I know I've just kind of glossed over this a lot, but starting with BVaz, what are your thoughts on the skill orb system as a whole?
The skill orb system as a whole is a good idea. You know, the executions where people are complaining about, it's the obtaining of them. I think, you know, they could have done better as far as giving people more balance. Whether it's just being randomized, like you're saying, they could just do like they do the potential orbs. You'll get one of each as long as you go through certain paths. So like, you know, you'll get your silver and bronze if you do the left. If you do the middle, you get your silver and gold. And then if you want gold and bronze, you just take the bottom right path. So I believe that they need to do something like that. As far as like adding depth to the game, yes, because then you can have your cards that are all equal in potential system, but then you get that extra buffer, you get that extra oomph if you add the skill orb. So a skill orb, Vegito Blue will do more damage than a 100% Vegito Blue. And my final advice is focus on EZA units and focus on your LRs that are frequently used. Do not just give them anything just cause. Just put those, because they're very rare right now. Those things are the rarest thing in the game. So,
Right on.
that's my-
Before I move over to Trevor here, I just wanted to point out they don't have it up on the wiki right now, but these rank packs have been updated, and they have a bunch of these skill orbs, a bunch of potential orbs. But like I said, these have not been updated. See, there's new there, old, new. They haven't updated them yet. But you guys can pop into Pilaf's pack or Pilaf's Trove and check out what those packs are. The ones that are $7.99 come with the potential orb and the skill orbs or whatever. They're not terrible. They're not amazing. I mean, obviously, if you're free to play, you're going to stay the hell away from Pilaf's Trove anyway. But if you're a dolphin or a whale, it's worth looking into, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so going back to Trevor now about the orb system in general. How you feeling on it? The skill orbs.
Like oh, okay. I was like, hidden potential orbs, garbage. I like it. I mean, I think it's. We said it before on another podcast, probably the last one. I think that it just adds so much more customism. So, that
Words are
that's
hard.
always- Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, you literally, we were talking about earlier. You can make almost any unit whatever you want it to be. You know. So if it just would make you the happiest camper alive to make your cooler full of evasion, then that's your right. You can do that. You can make it evade every attack in the game. I don't recommend that, but you can totally do it. It's your game, right? It's like Dokkan is almost turning into Burger King. You have it your way, So that's my 2 cents. I like it.
Mobile Geek Podcast is not sponsored by Burger King.
Of course not, because
The
their
BK
veggie
Lounge.
burgers are made with coconut oil, and coconut kills me, so I can't even eat a regular Whopper because they cook them on the same grill, the bastards.
Shots freaking fired, bro.
We got Burger King Goku, remember?
Burger King Goku. He's bad for my cholesterol, and all that coconut oil will kill me. So anyway, Tystra, how are you feeling about the skill orb system?
For me personally, as somebody who likes, new additions, like, it's okay. I dig it. It makes me somewhat excited, but it doesn't give me like the same feel as like when I found out about the hidden potential when I came back. So it's cool. I dig it. I love new stuff. I love being able to like go, okay, well now I can add this to it and make myself seem more intelligent when I'm actually stupid. But it is what it is. Skill orbs are going to be difficult for new players to grasp. For us whales, it's going to be like, oh yeah, I got this. I don't really want it, type of thing. So,
Right.
I definitely dig the system though, as it is, but I do wish that there was more ways to get those orbs.
I'm straight up considering farming up another copy of Candy Vegito, filling his potential system with all evasion, and then just dumping like hit point and evasion skill orbs on him, just to be like, you're never touching him. No, it's not gonna happen. And then when he gets hit, he'll
still
die.
get hit. He'll still get hit. He will still let you down.
Oh, yeah.
And then you just blame Bandai, just be like, Bandai, why did you do this?
Yeah, I mean.
Wait.
he couldn't-
You're telling me he has a 70% chance to dodge in his passive, and you've given him 25 additional evasion? Why, yes, I have. And he still gets hit.
He still gets hit.
Oh,
He's literally
not
95%
even,
evade.
not even Candy Vegito. Give it to UI Goku.
If I had
The
one.
INT one.
Oh no, I have that one. I have that one.
Yeah, put it in him, and then say, okay, look, he has a 70%, and he's getting. Look, he has no defense, guys. Look what you did. Look what you did. MUI Goku's getting mollywopped. He's useless when he transforms now.
He should. I really do believe he should have like 100% dodge. I mean, they gave it to freaking Kepler versus Pure Saiyans in Universe Survival. I mean, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's a broken ability, but it's not that broken when it's only one of your 6 units that can't get hit.
Right now, on that, that's why we have easy A's, and I can guarantee you he's going to be like the LR. Every time he dodges, he's going to get 11%, up to 77%.
That would be so awesome.
I can guarantee it because that's exactly what's going to happen. Because people have been like, why did he have so many cards? And I go, well, because every card is going to get an easy A, and I have an SA5 UI Goku, and they're like, well, he's not going to get an easy A right now. I said, I know, but talk to me in a year.
Oh no, dude, I can't keep all that shit in my box. It drives me up the wall.
Every category unit, I have an SA5 of the 5th frame.
To be fair, especially with the new SSR Force tickets, it's highly possible now that one and
Blue Vegeta.
Blue Vegeta's going to get an EZA sooner rather than later. Because we had VB and Rose on the last one. Now we got these two. So.
Yep, and they released the info on that Super Saiyan 3 Broly, which I'm a little disappointed on, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's sidebar and talk about that. Like, cause I was.
You know what? Let's talk about that. Yeah.
I was super excited for the 120s to come out. And I think what they did with Broly is good. I think he is going to be a good, strong, heavy hitter on your team. I'm not saying the unit is trash by any sense of the imagination. I am just incredibly disappointed that they didn't completely remove the defense reduction. Right. That to me is all they needed to do to make that character amazing. Give him a little bit of defense in his passive and get rid of that, and he would have just been amazing.
Yeah.
I personally thought they were going to do greatly raised attack defense for one turn. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Trevor. I cut you off.
Oh, what? No, I was just saying.
I know you have some opinions about this. I saw your Twitter
I have
post.
some opinions. Yeah, I didn't say anybody by name, but
That's why I said I don't believe he's trash.
but I did throw out a tweet, a very salty tweet. I don't know, man. This is a bigger issue than just Super Saiyan 3 Broly, but he's good, okay? And he's good for a lot of reasons, and he's good for a lot of people in a lot of situations, right? You can't just say he's trash, right? Because I mean, I guess you can. I mean, it's your right to say whatever you want to say, but like a new person who, what if they were super excited they finally pulled Super Saiyan 3 Broly for the first time, right? Like that's like their first summon, and they were like, oh my god, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, and then they watch a YouTube video of the biggest YouTuber, and he's like, oh, this Super Saiyan 3 Broly is fucking garbage, he's trash, oh, I hate him. And now you just ruined that kid's dreams, like just because you think he's bad? Just because he's not an LR Fusion, he's bad? Okay. I do not agree with that at all. Like, I'm super excited for his EZA. I fucking love him. He is a great unit now. Like, fuck you. He is going to be even better then.
Oh, no, dude. He's fucking trash now. I'm sorry. He is. He's absolutely trash right now.
Okay, he's not the best. But glass cannons are a thing. Right? That's in every video game, in every situation ever. There's always going to be a glass cannon, right?
Right.
That's a build. That's a build type.
It is.
You can do that. And so I'm fine with it. The fact they were like, what did you want? They were going to just take away his defense, like his defense minus. Of course they're not going to do that. That's his whole card, right? You can't. They're not going to remove it.
I think my biggest issue with the fact that he loses defense, and this extends even to the Strength LR Broly, and to some extent even the EZA Strength Broly. All right, it's not like we didn't spend several movies watching Broly eat point-blank Kamehamehas to the face like he's a fucking champ, right? Walked right through him, laughing the whole time, saying you can't hurt me. But holy shit, touch an orb and I'm gonna be paper. I mean, that's really what irritates me the most about it, is because Broly has never been shown to be a glass cannon. Broly is overpowered. He's strong, he's defensive, you can't fucking hurt him. It literally took Goku sucking up everybody's power to punch a hole through the dude's stomach to beat him the first time around.
Yep.
And nothing in there makes me feel like his kit in game resembles the character in the movie at all.
All right. Let me add to this. Again, when I had initially saw that they were going to do the easy egg, this is what I said. I'll tell you, this is what I think he's going to have, right? Initially, I said, well, his SA is going to be greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and massively lowers defense. I got part of that right? And then I said my passive, passive, I think he's going to have attack and defense plus 120%. And then they're going to do attack and defense plus 15% per key sphere obtained. I thought they were going to do away with this whole like -6, minus 10 defense, because you give him 10 orbs, now he has 60% defense removed. He still has 60% defense, but if they would have added greatly raises attack and defense on 1 turn, he would have had that 60% replaced. So it wouldn't have hurt you so much. You still would have had your 120% defense. There are some cards in the game that actually only have 60% defense, like the SSJ3 Goku. He loses 50% defense. He's okay still. He still hits ridiculously hard, but you can't put him in front, because then at least he's only losing 50%, and he's an LR, so that's good. But that Broly, you need to make sure you're taking something out, or you need to have type advantage on that defense, because at Extreme Battle Road he cannot do. Not even that. His freaking leader skill's stupid. They only raised it by 10%. Again, I don't want to be upset with that. I'll let you go ahead, Trevor. I'll let you go. I'm gonna say, like, they really failed him on the part where he could have been a defensive monster. That's where I think they really failed him with the per key sphere obtained, because the whole point about the game is get as many key spheres as you want. But I digress. Go ahead, Trevor. Take it away.
No, I think I was just gonna agree with you. The 130 was, it was pretty disappointing. I feel like a lot of the big YouTubers posted 150 would have been respectable. I don't think that would have been OP. I think that would have been fine. Push them up to where you contend with category leads. What's wrong with that?
I think that's why they didn't do it, because they don't want Mono to contend with category. They want them to be 2 separate metas, 2 separate play styles, and they don't want to encourage you just, loading your team with a bunch of tech units and going up against it.
But then why have Extreme SBR? That 150 would have made so much sense, because then you have an actual for real viable lead. That people want to say viable, right? Because 120 doesn't matter, right?
Well, 120 is
so
pretty much a sub lead anymore in the meta.
I know, I know. Just people were all like, "Oh, you need to," because people are mad because Majin Buu Saga doesn't have a real lead, besides Vegito. They don't have a real lead. And I'm like, 120 is fucking plenty. Okay, shut up. So now they're all like, I was just expecting, 150, because then people will stop complaining. You're like, okay, now they have an actual lead, to contend with Extreme SBR. That was my thought. Okay, they're gonna make these Extreme SBR leads, right? And then there you go, because that's what they are now. Is okay, when SBR first came out, these were the SBR leads, right? That's the best lead you could have.
And you still struggled. Remember, you still struggled.
Yeah, I mean,
got your ass whooped.
But that was cool though. That's kind of how it works. They introduce something that's really difficult, and then they power creep you up. You know, eventually, if you stick with it, you will beat everything in the game. I honestly, I'm not surprised that they did 130, because really the way they have it set up right now, your options were 130, 150, or 170, right?
Well, they could have pulled a fucking crazy one and done 140.
That's exactly what I was just gonna say. I was kind of hoping they were gonna introduce something just a little bit outside of the norm and plop it in between and do a 140. I think 140 would have been enough to justify giving them an easy A in the first place, while at the same time not completely edging out or encroaching upon categories. But they did what they did. The nicest thing is the boost that they gave to the secondary part of his leader, because it's going to be the opposite. So in his case, it's going to be super attack key 3, 90%. So If you are in a situation where, for whatever god awful reason, you want to run Super Saiyan 3 Broly as your lead on a pure tech team and just take super and extreme units, it's now more viable than it was before.
Well, then, you know, if you look at it from that perspective there, Alec, I agree. The only thing is with that leader skill being where it's at, I'm saying 140, you know, 135, but the 10%, that's just a slap to the face. Like, you're just increasing 10%, but you're making these events to the point where you'll get one-shotted in one turn. Like, that, you get super attacked and you put Broly on that team. It's just, you can't run that team with Broly. Like, that's where the problem pretty much lies with everybody, is that when these EZAs come out, people want to test them out, but they want to test them out in the hard events because they want to see how they do in the hard events. We already know how Broly's going to handle in those hard events. He's going to get completely slapped around. You need to give him orbs, but you also need to make sure you're going to take out that person at the same time. So you need to say, I'm going to go after this enemy. I need to make sure you need to make sure you just grab 3 orbs, because then you only lose 18%, and then you get additional. Does that additional outweigh getting 20 orbs? Then you lose all your defense.
Well,
Like, it's like, is it viable? You still get that additional at the same time with that 20 orb boost. So you, like, it's one of those flip a coin kind of things. Like, if I take this route, this is what's going to happen. So you need to be prepared for that. I don't know. It's just something like that I think about.
so now I'm of the camp that the new SSJ3 Broly is not trash. His EZA is not trash. He is a good, viable unit.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
don't say he's
Again,
trash. I'm not saying
Thank
that.
you.
I find the defense part, you know, per key sphere picked up, I find that to be very disappointing.
Yeah.
But dude is going to shine when you put him in a spot where he's not being attacked after he's super. So even if you put him in the first slot, there's somebody attacking in the first slot, but they're not attacking after the first
Right.
slot. He's gonna do okay. You're still gonna lose your defense or whatever. He's gonna be okay. He's not gonna be great there. But you put him, like, let's say there's nobody attacking slot 2 at all. You put him in there and you feed him, and he is going to fucking wreck.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where I was saying the flip a coin aspect. You don't know if that slot that you're gonna be, you put him on a rotation, you think he's gonna be like, okay, if you put him on that rotation. That next rotation, let's say it's 3rd rotation, you have no idea what your cards are gonna be like, because you don't know how many enemies you're gonna beat in that turn. So let's say you're going against 5 different enemies, right? Those 5 times they're gonna attack you. And with the extreme SBR, sometimes they're doing 2, 3, 4 attacks in one session because there's 5 of them, right?
Right.
Uh-huh.
And then you got Broly there, and you're like, oh, I got him on a rotation, let's say with someone that changes orbs. Let's say an extreme orb changer. I don't know exactly one off the top of my head, but let's just say that's the case. You're getting all these tech orbs that are orb changes, right? And you're like, okay, these guys are all attacking 5 times. You got one of them low. You know Broly's going to handle that one, but you can't choose Broly's next attack after he takes out that one dude. So the next turn is going to be the very first slot. If you haven't worked on that first dude on slot 1 of that 5 enemy attack, he's going to get mollywopped by whoever is next. And if the next dude is the next one that's behind that guy, because usually the end of the row is usually the weakest one. So enemy number 4 is almost done too, but she ain't going to take him out, and he's attacking 3 times. And you gave Broly 20 orbs. You just lost that SBR, even if you take damage reducing Icarus or Whis. So that's where the flip a coin thing comes in. It's like you need to be very careful when you use it. Yes, we did get distracted. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, he's
Oh no, we always get distracted. It's half the show.
This one has to be talked about though.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Okay, yeah, I'm not saying he's going to be great on every single
Exactly,
team in every
yes,
single
Colin.
situation.
We have
right?
to micromanage him.
It's but he's going to be good, and it doesn't matter if he's good, right? He's just not trash. Okay, that's all I want to say. He's not trash.
I'm not saying he's not trash. You just
And
got to be very careful with
If you want to use him, then goddamn it, it's your right. It's your game. Use
Yeah.
whatever use.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You know, it's whatever you want to do. If it's
Not a
fun,
problem.
like
Totally.
some people love, and I'm talking like a lot of people love the highest attack stat you can fucking achieve, right? Well, Super Saiyan 3 Broly's your fucking man, right? He will get it done. He will slap. Like I'm telling you right now, he will hit harder than Go Frieza.
Oh, so you think he'll
I
have over
guarantee it.
10 million attack stat?
Oh yeah, easy. I think he'll smash. I mean, because Go Frieza, he doesn't have anything going for him, right? Like
Unless
he gets his super ultra, and that's as high as he goes, right?
unless
He
unless
gets
the enemy has
120.
their attack lowered, and then he gets a
Yeah.
nice additional 77, which is more than 77.
Yeah,
It's like
which is more.
240-something%.
Yeah, but so Broly already has the innate 120. He already gets a buff with the key orbs, and then you put on the key lead, and then you pair him with TN or whatever the fuck.
The
Cell.
Cell, yeah.
And then I think that he will hit harder than Go Frieza, if not contend very well. If you were doing in that exact situation, I'm just saying. Go Frieza's still better, but I'm just like overall. I'm just saying. I think that for the fucking attack people, the APT motherfuckers, they would. I think they should love him. I think he's definitely like this game is so. The community is so fickle. You know, they want the super high
they're
attack
easily
units,
swayed.
but,
I will
you
give
know,
you
like,
that.
He doesn't have any defense, but then you get a unit that's like, oh my god, he's really good defense. They'll be like, but he doesn't hit. He doesn't attack hard. Like, what do you want? You know,
They
like,
want the
pick your
perfect
fucking-
unit. They want him to be able to
Yeah.
hit
The
and
one
take a
that's
hit
all around.
and just kill
They-
everything in one shot.
Yeah,
They
they want
have
every
those.
single unit to be the best.
But yeah, we can't have every single one. That's not how you balance the game out. Like you have to have your ones that are not as good, so you have to play smart with your teams.
Yep.
But I was saying in my head when you was talking about the units with the defense. If you haven't noticed, I mean, who else is OG here besides me? You, Alec, right?
Yeah, my original
Okay,
account
you're
was a couple
D1.
months after
You're-
launch.
You're day one. Okay, so back then, up until probably the 2 year, no one talked about defense.
No,
It
no
was
one
just
really started talking about
completely
defense except for like in the last
until-
18 months.
No, 2 year after the 2 year because
No, like I'm just saying like the defense didn't become a part of the meta except for like the last 18
Oh,
months.
yeah.
Nobody gave a shit
Yeah.
about defense.
Exactly. So after the 3 years, when the defense definitely like became an issue, right? Yes, I agree.
Mhm.
But as far as like it being in the game, it didn't really take effect until like 2 year because 2 year you started having damage reducing units. You started having like cards with attack and defense, but it wasn't like it wasn't that great of attack and defense. It would be like when performing a super attack. So people weren't really noticing that those multiply differently and they're always stronger. So back in the dark ages, it was like attack plus 25% and then that was it, or attack plus 90%.
Mhm.
You can still find those cards that will say at the start of turn attack plus 90%, and no one uses them. They're not even considered unless they get an EZA, and you can guarantee the, like, let's say which one is it, the Goten, the AGL Goten from the movie
Oh,
Dragon Ball.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon Ball
Mhm.
movie of Broly, movie number 10. His is attack plus 90% start of turn. His EZA, guaranteed. This is just me throwing it out there. His EZA will be attack and defense plus 100% at the start of turn. Changes orbs, and then he will be a category lead for probably movie heroes. Or category support for movie heroes. Key to attack
Well-
defense plus 30%. Because nowadays it's about support cards, attack and defense, and can you change orbs? This is how those cards are now built. So you're gonna see the INT Goten has his thing, and then you have the STR Goten that has his thing. Well, the AGL is gonna be a merge of the two, and that's what's been happening. If you follow the trend of the EZAs, if there's a card that's already released, the EZA always follows the trend of both cards, and it's a merge of between the two, and that's where
Nice.
the EZAs increase themselves. That's what they make them better. But this Broly didn't do that because there's no other Super Saiyan 3 Broly, so they have to go off of what that Super Saiyan 3 Broly already does.
Well, I mean, there is, but he's
No,
He's
that's
not-
the
he's not,
that's the physical one. That's the
Yeah.
that's free to play. He's not a Dokkan Fest. He's not.
oh, he
like
needs an
something
EZA,
big.
something fierce, dude.
Yeah.
Whew, he'll be
He'll
so
get
good.
one. He'll get an EZA area
He'll be
though.
so
His won't be.
Yeah,
his
that'll
won't
be an
be
easy
great.
area.
He'll be area.
Well,
Alright.
since they did the easy area for that Frieza, I'm really thinking they're gonna do that for all of those droppable Dokkan Battle
Mm-hmm.
units
Eventually.
now.
So,
Sorry,
Tystra, we've been kind of talking, and
Yeah,
any thoughts?
yeah. The unit's trash.
God damn it, Ty.
No,
Aight,
no,
aight,
no,
aight.
no, no, okay, so
I knew it.
joking aside, you know, my thing is, and this is where I'm kind of on the opposite end. I was excited initially, and even then, like, yeah, the passing was lackluster with defense, like, stuff going on. But when it released, like, and the information came out, I was like, God damn, this is a decent unit now. Like, I can use it. It's not. It's definitely not the top tier easy game. We already know that. Vegito Blue and Janimba's got those 2 spots tied down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And even Tech Golden 3. But this is still a very good easy A. I'm not gonna say it's trash. I will say though, in respect to the whole trash stuff, like I understand where even content creators have their own opinions. I will say in this specific person's case, like with Trevor, I understand his opinion and I understand that it's his personal opinion. He should have been a little bit more in the middle about it and said, personal opinion, I don't like it, I think it's trash. But in general, as a unit, it's good. At least put yourself in the shoes of the other players. And I think a lot of content creators don't put themselves in the position of a new player. If I was teaching somebody who's new to the game and they got SSJ3 bowling, I would be like, so here's what you would do with this unit. Make sure that you're not putting him in positions where he's going to be attacked a lot, but otherwise he's going to be your nuker. He's a great nuker in that aspect, especially with this. So overall, TLDR, I like the unit. I think content creators need to learn how to be the middle instead of left or right in that
Thank
sense.
you. Thank you, Ty.
But I understand why he says it's trash. I get it. I understand why.
All right, not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
because
My first
Alright.
initial reaction was, this guy's a piece of shit. He's trash. It really was. Like when I saw the defense, I was so pissed off about it. I was like, this is such a trash bullshit thing. I really wanted this unit to be on it, to be like the leader. I actually even said when they announced that he was going to be the first one, I was disappointed by that because he needs it the most. I wanted him to be one of the later ones so he got a better upgrade.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's not how they did it. The 6% minus defense, it sucks, but it's a lot better than the 10% minus defense. A lot better.
Yeah.
So, and he is going to hit like a truck. He's going to hit harder than most of the units. So, I mean, in a situation where you can put him where he doesn't get hit or where the event doesn't do a whole lot of damage, he will wreck. He will be impressive. My issue is that I'm going to need to wait until he easy A's on global to see how impressive he is.
Facts.
yeah, I mean the same situation can apply to a lot of units that have come out recently. Like,
Mhm.
what about the physical Trunks, movie hero Trunks? He loses his defense altogether when he super attacks.
Is that
Nobody
the
fucking
newest
said
one?
shit about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's all like, "Oh man, he hits so hard." Okay. Same fucking logic.
I know, and I think losing defense for the most part is a stupid thing in this game because almost no
Oh, yeah,
character during the show has done something where it looks like, oh, I did this and now I'm weaker for it.
Yep.
Even when Goku wrecks his freaking body with Kaioken, he's still able to push around a Genki Dama like it's nothing and pass it off to Krillin to go for the slam dunk.
Come on and slam.
All right. So anyway, getting back on track. As always, we're just going to run through really quick the stuff that's about to go away. Make sure that you guys are going through and doing these. The Trunks Easy A will go away. Let's see here. What is the stuff going away? 2 days from now. An hour or 1 day, 12 hours, 43 minutes. You guys know what I mean. So Trunks Easy A, get that done. The Saiyan Warrior Race, fuck Moon Nappa medals. Fierce Battle. Fierce Bladder. Wow, I'm good today, guys. Fierce Battle for Planet Namek. You can get that Gohan and his orbs. You can get the Piccolo from the face-off with the Ginyu Force. second form Frieza from the showdown with Frieza. Now those guys all have their own orbs, they all EZA, they're all good free-to-play units. Get up on it. I'm sure at some point they're going to be required for an EZA. Still leaving in a couple of days, we've got the strike event for Vegeta, the Raditz, AoE Raditz event, the Videl flying tutorial event, the Bojack story event, and then yeah, that's it. So the reason I didn't cover the EZA or the Extreme Z battles is those will be available for the entire anniversary. I don't know why they have that listed as going away, but they're not, or at least they shouldn't be.
They'll update it. They'll update it.
Going away on in 2 days, we've got the Genius Bulma's battle prep, and then we still have a week on. Or no, we still have 11 days, 9 days, whatever. I can't count. On Bizarre Rabbit Mob and Adventure of Gratitude. The Broly story event and the Dragon Ball Super story event are here through the anniversary. That's why they're listed as being here for 34 more days. So.
Yay!
Right, and then Ultimate Clash is going away on the 10th as well. So in 2 days, if you guys haven't finished the stuff for the 20th Ultimate Clash, make sure you get that done. Any thoughts or tips on any of these events? Anything that you guys think people should farm that I didn't necessarily mention?
Did you say Raditz? Because Raditz is
Yep,
essential for the
Raditz is
LR
right there.
Goku.
He's a good AoE unit. And then
No,
he
even for the LR Goku.
Yep, he will be required for that as well. As
You
is the
also-
Moon Nappa. So even
Yep.
though I say fuck Moon Nappa medals, get in there and get that Great Ape Nappa because you need him.
And also make sure that you have. My gosh, what's the next EZA? These are the EZAs that are leaving, right? If you haven't done the Frieza EZA event for the INT one, do it. He raises defense infinitely. Very good card.
Even the agility one's really good too.
Yeah, the agility one too. Yeah, he's really good.
Intellect one's good too.
They did really
Yeah,
good with the
yeah.
Golden Friezas, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. That's really good. The Bulma's Genius Battle Prep. Do that because it's only 8 stamina, or 4, or is it 4? Yeah, I
4,
think it's
6,
4.
and 8.
Okay, so do the 6 one. Do number 6 if you want to get a lot of the bronze and the silvers. I go for the 8, the Z hard, because I tend to get a lot of the Icarus, the princess. So all the ones that you need for like your EZA battle, EZA areas. Where is it? No. Extreme Battle. Super Battle Roads.
Super Battle
so you
Roads.
need-
Yep.
Yep, Super Battle Roads, Extreme Battle Roads. So those items that are in the Z hard are easily obtainable. But if you looking hard, it shows Whis there. That's actually false, because Whis is actually easier to get on Z hard because he is a silver medal and on the board. So you just need to make sure that you're going through and collecting just the silver ones. Also, the Tree of Might is a silver one too, so it's kind of like one of those. You'll always get like the one that you want. I usually get or average between 8 to 12 per run. If you boost it, then that's 24-16. And with the boost coming back every 4 hours, that's great. Broly, just make sure that you do stage 11 so you can get the Gogetas.
Yep.
And that's pretty much about it.
I'll throw out the. Make sure you do the. Did you say the Broly event? Is that what
Yeah.
you said?
Yep.
The Dragon Ball Super Broly. Okay, yeah, because you need all of those units for the.
Yeah, you got to run those 77
EZA.
times. Also for their for the special stickers, you got to run the Gogeta, the free to play Tech Vegeta Blue, and the free to play AGL Goku.
You have to do what 77 times?
You have
Use
to
them
run,
in a team.
Use them in a team and run it 77 times, and you get the special stickers.
Is that something that's in game right
Stickers
now?
just for them,
In the
Yeah.
game right now, go check the special.
like
Ah,
the stickers
Jesus.
that make your card look cool.
Yeah, they get.
And
they
it's
get
just
their
for
own
them?
specific-
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
They're,
Okay.
they're lit.
All right. Well, I guess I know what I'm using to do my farming.
The fact that this Broly event is up for 34 days, guys, capitalize on SA farming. I cannot stress this enough. You have so many Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegetas, Golden Friezas, Super Saiyan Brolys, and now we have Base 1 Vegeta as well. this is the perfect time to get all those cards done with on SA10. And then that way you have plenty of other units, like, say, for Battlefield and all this and all these other events. I cannot stress this enough. Like, this is the perfecto time.
You know what? I'll actually stress it more for you, because every single Goku right now, every single base form Goku, you can farm their SA. Do not have to spend a Kai on them. This guy awakens. It is a lot of grinding if you're trying to do it, but every single Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku in the game is farmable right now. Moving on. Broly. Anybody named Broly, it doesn't matter if it's from old Broly or new Broly, as long as the name just says Broly, you can use this card to farm the super attack. Same here, Super Saiyan Broly. As long as it says Super Saiyan Broly, you can farm the super attack using it. Then you've got Final Form Frieza, and then he awakens into Golden Frieza. Remember that Golden Frieza EZA? We were just talking about how good those 3 units are from that? You can farm up their super attack using this guy right here. You've got a Vegeta that also turns into a Vegeta Blue, and you've got Gogeta. I mean, literally some of the best farming you can do in the game right now is right here.
And these units too, if you haven't done them yet, do it. These like 4 out of the 5 units, in my opinion, slap like crazy. As EZA
all
units.
of them slap. Okay.
I'm not a fan of the int roll.
I
I'm
knew
not
it. He's
that-
okay.
That's
He's
why I
okay.
said it's personally. I don't think he's.
I
that
mean,
good. But if
he
if
is
you find
obviously not anywhere near better or anywhere come close to the physical version of himself. So.
yeah.
I mean, I
But
totally understand.
If you find uses for him, then that's 5 out of 5 units. But personally, for me, like my own personal opinion, 4 out of the 5 units in this event slap, and 5 out of 5 of these units are good for SA farming. Do it. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yarp.
Also, I just want to just side note real quick. I've officially completed the full Rainbow Broly team.
Ooh.
So,
Nice.
Next thing.
dream. This has been a dream for me for a long time, and now it's done.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to do full-on Broly versus full-on Vegeta when?
Oh yeah, we should do that. Dude, my
Yeah.
team would kick your ass.
It probably will too, because I mean the only thing I really have going for me as far as Vegeta is I've got LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, both Rainbow. That's the only thing that would be the thing that carries my entire team.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna have Agile Broly carry the whole time. So.
All right, so moving on to what's coming up here shortly. We've got banners because 5 years of banner.
Banners. Yep, that's true.
So
Everybody nut now. Please just get it over with.
Go ahead and hit the button.
Not.
One more time because I'm feeling it.
Hold on, wait, I gotta get this one.
There you go. Slap it hard.
Oh, that felt so good this morning.
Wait, so you guys said that these kid units have their own orbs?
Yes, the kid units
Yeah,
have their
they
own
do.
orbs.
Am I tripping?
This stage is 3rd stage, I believe.
That's what I'm working on right now.
Oh, so they all share the same ones?
Yes, they share the same ones.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and start with Gogeta's banner. Just looking at the banner itself, how are you guys feeling? We've got Gogeta, we've got the new Bardock that turns into Bardock and Guinea, LR Cell, the LR Gogeta from the 3-year, the movie Gogeta, movie Broly, SS4 Gogeta, Strength Omega Shenron, Int Gogeta, and Int Janemba.
This banner, like, overall, like, if you're a new player, obviously taking out SSJ4 Gogeta out off the league because I'm tired of seeing him. This is a great freaking banner for these units. I'm just saying. Like, you have one of the...
Honesty.
I'll start from bottom. You have one of the best EZAs, in my personal opinion, with Int Janemba. You have a very good Int Gogeta, which is going to be getting an EZA soon. You have another good EZA in STR Omega Shenron. You have a nuker in Tech Gogeta. The 2 movie, like, with Broly and freaking Gogeta, like, they're considered top tier cards for a good freaking reason. And then you know, you have LR, you know, Gogeta, which is fantastic, the physical one. Just being as good as he is. You have Incel, which commutes pretty well and is decent in every other aspect. And then, of course, with the new units, we'll get into those shortly. But the Bardock, in my opinion, is fantastic. And when he awakens, he has one of the cutest arts ever. It's just adorable. And then new LR Gogeta speaks for itself.
I do love that art. Not gonna lie.
It's adorable. Look at Ine. So adorable. And then Bardock's like, I'm proud of you, son, even though you didn't do anything yet. I'm proud of you.
Alright. And BVaz, how you feeling about this banner?
The banner has some of the top tier units that have ever been released. For probably 2 years, it was the transforming Gogeta and transforming Broly. Those guys are on the banner. Great EZAs again with the Shenron and the Janemba. Sleeper though, guys, keep in mind, 120s got released, you know, for SJ3 Broly. Next up might be Gogeta and Janemba. So if you pull this dude, don't be upset because EZAs are coming.
Oh, STR Janemba.
So
I forgot. Oh my god, I
keep in
need
mind.
him. Is he Redstone? He's not Redstone. is he?
No.
No, he's purple.
Damn
Purple
it.
stone. So keep in mind that you might get an EZA pullable unit that hasn't gotten released yet, but you know, this is not a bad thing if he's on the banner. Gogeta physical is great. I don't usually see their transformation, so they're just great Goku Vegeta. They're great. They're on the Super Saiyans team, so they have a good category list. Cell is pretty much like one of the top tier LRs in the game. When he transforms into his perfect form, he's amazing.
Oh, he slaps.
I'm personally going to go for Vegeta first or Gogeta first, because everybody and their mother's going to go for Vegito, so I'll have a higher chance of pulling Gogeta. Don't steal my idea. Don't steal my idea.
I don't think that's how it works.
I'm telling you right now, it is literally how it works. I'm going to tell you why it is, because when Dual Dokkan Fest come out, and the one that's hype, the unit that's hype, I never pull that unit. I'll pull the second unit first in less stones. I pulled what was the last Dual Dokkan Fest? LR Cell and Gohan, right?
Right.
I pulled 69% of LR Cell in one multi. Everyone went for Gohan. Okay?
Yeah,
I only
I
got
didn't pull
one Gohan.
Yeah.
Okay? But I got LR Cell 69% in one multi. That is called it's RNG, but everybody gets a number. And I ain't gonna roll that number for Vegito right away because everybody and their mother is gonna go for him. So
Real quick side note, I've been farming this kid Broly pretty much since we started, right?
Yep.
And I have a full LR Goku family team as well, except for 2 units. So mine is like 225%.
245. It's all LR.
Oh yeah, so mine's 225, and I don't even pull Broly sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he shares his drop with like training items or something.
Yeah, I get so many trade items.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Enjoy
I don't
that.
get
Enjoy the
any
hell out of that.
Rollies, dude. That is so sad.
See, I'm on the orb part right now, so I'm not worried about that.
I do like how there's some love being shown to LR Cell, because I remember when he first came out, people were like, "Oh, he's trash, he's trash, he's trash," and I was sitting there going, "You know what? He's useful. He has his places where he's useful." And then I went and like no itemed multiple SBRs because of Cell.
Yeah. Oh my god, me too.
he'll heal you right away.
He
first
carried
time.
me so hard, dude.
He doesn't fuck around.
Oh, he's a
I'm
free heal.
I'm just excited because these banners are the reasons why I have 100 plus ties right now. So
Yeah. Either way, by the way, I will say that I asked in my stream earlier today of what people were going for, and pretty much every single person said Gogeta.
Yep. That's what I've
We
heard
all
too.
said that the Vegito banner is better. Everyone says that Vegito banner is arguably better because the units overall are better.
Because there's more SSRs on the banner.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but
Or no, maybe it's the same
Um,
number, just less SRs featured.
Yeah, it's less than such.
Yeah, just less SRs featured.
yeah, everybody said Gogeta, so I don't want to ruin your plan, but it seems like a lot of people are summoning for Gogeta.
Yeah,
Oh,
most
okay.
of what I've heard has been hype for Gogeta, but I mean, your community might be
Uh,
hype for Vegito. I mean, I just don't know.
I don't know because usually the last time, I don't know if you guys watched the 5-year in JP, but all content creators went for Vegito first.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
when they went and swapped to go to Gogeta, they pretty much pulled Gogeta faster than they pulled the Vegito. So
Right on.
that's how I look at my chances. That's how I've always looked at it. Is like, okay, if everybody's telling me they're gonna go for Vegito because he's the better unit, they don't go by animation. They go by what's better on paper. And Vegito beats Gogeta on paper.
Oh, yeah.
Gogeta has the better animations. So I'm gonna go for Gogeta because everybody's gonna say, well, the better unit's there. I'm gonna use all my stones on the better unit because a lot of free-to-play people are playing. So they're all summoning.
Straight up. I mean, and everybody
Not-
has
not
their own
guys like
theories
me.
as to how to affect the rates of summoning. I mean, Havo and Toon and myself, we've all kind of abused the crap out of cracking this code or whatever. You know,
before
I mean,
the 5-year.
everybody has their thing. You know, reset the seed. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody has their own superstitions and their own methods as to how they believe
Mhm.
they can affect the summoning rates. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're wrong because truthfully, I have no idea if you're wrong or right.
Oh no, I don't even think I'm right or wrong either. I just like the trend it is for me. How it's been is that if it's a dual Dokkan Fest, the second one's usually easier pulled than the first. So it's happened like the Vegeta and the Gogeta. Oh no, the Vegeta and Goku transforming ones, the Majin Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 3.
Mhm.
I pulled Majin Vegeta like with everything I had. I only pulled one. I had to do everything because Vegeta was the better unit on paper. Everybody and their mother went for him. I had to use the pack with the Pilaf's Trove. That's how I got Vegeta. Goku though, I pulled him 69% easily. It was a lot easier. Only because on paper everyone was going for Vegeta. I don't explain. I can't explain.
I got
any
6
other ways
Vegetas
than
and
that.
2 Gokus out of 4 years, so I'm completely the opposite.
Jeez. Oh no, I'm talking about the Dual Dokkan Fest that just happened.
I'm sorry. I thought you were
Christmas
talking about
one.
4 year.
Was it
I
the
got
Christmas
nothing.
One with Vegeta and Goku.
Yeah, that
the
was
thank
that.
you one?
Yeah, the most recent Dual Dokkan Fest was the Majin Vegeta and SS3 Goku.
Yeah, that's the one that I did. Is that Saiyan Day? Was that for Saiyan Day? remember.
I don't remember. It was right around there, but yeah, I didn't pull either one of them.
Yeah, see, that's because it's depending on which banner you went for first. Like I went for Goku first, and I got Goku, 69%er, but Vegeta I couldn't pull. I had to go to pack somewhere to go.
Right.
Crazy.
All right, so moving on to Vegito's banner. Again, arguably the better of the two, either because there's less featured SRs or because the units are arguably better. I mean, that's really kind of up to you guys to determine how you feel about it. But Vegito is a solid unit, so is the Trunks and Mai. We get the LR Gohan, who is amazing. We've got the Intelligence Vegito from 3-year, which is, I still think, one of the better Dokkan Fest LRs in the game. I mean, he's getting quickly eclipsed by the way of the power creep that's coming, but he's still really solid. Of course, Trunks and Zamasu from the thank you celebration for us last year, Tanabata for JP last year, or not Tanabata. Was it Tanabata?
Yeah, it was Tanabata.
Tanabata
It was
for JP
Tanabata.
last year. Fusion Zamasu, he's decent after his EZA. Quite honestly, the best EZA in the game in Fizz Vegito Blue. And then we've got the Majin Buu Saga Vegito, and then Buu, who unfortunately was replaced in coolness by Cooler because better leader for the team. Trevor, how you feeling about the banner here? I know that you're like most likely skipping all the banners, but what do you think of the selection of units? Or did I not read and Trevor bailed?
I think
he's
Trevor.
here?
Yeah, Trevor. Just
Oh no, he literally just told me BRB. Tyster, how you feeling about it?
Honestly, this is the banner, like, I'm gonna summon for only because, it's a multitude of factors, really. I want LR Gohan, and it's not because of how good of a unit it is. It's revenge at this point. I spent 1,500 stones alone on the Gohan banner, and did not pull Gohan. I spent 400 stones on Cell and did not pull Cell. This is revenge. I'm getting this freaking Gohan whether he likes it or not.
You're
So-
gonna like it. Gohan.
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah,
take
Gohan's gonna take it, and he... just saying. But no. I like it because in this aspect, it's not just the quality of units for me. It's more so, like, I have more dupe potential in this one. I have no dupes in my BB. I need 2 more for Super Boo, so on and so forth. And then obviously with the units that I don't
Wait,
have...
what?
What?
You want Super Boo?
I'll take dupes to Super Boo.
Wow.
Wow.
You don't be saying that to too many people. They'll start fucking hating you. Wow.
I know one that won't be happy is Ancient Lightning. He does not like STR Boo at all.
Dude, nobody likes STR Boo. I'm literally the only one in the entire Dokkan community that actually enjoys having him.
I like STR Super Boo.
There's a
Honestly,
lot of
love
things
it.
I like about Super Boo,
I love him.
but his ability to link and his place as a leader of the Transformation Boost team is not one of the things that I like about him, because he's kind of the crappiest Transformation Boost leader that we have.
I mean, he was the only one for many a time.
I know, and people hated it, like because he doesn't link very well, he doesn't fit in the team very well, and then when Cooler came out, Cooler supports the team, makes him infinitely better. But I still think like his animations are cool, and I like his card art.
I really like that he's so versatile.
He's not a bad unit.
Just be good. He can be a sealer, or he can be a support.
My question to you all. Let's speak hypothetical here. Not,
Oh god.
not. I know it's gonna be one of
Oh,
those.
man.
Here it goes.
Yo, people might not agree at all, but with the change that they did, with Cooler being removed from the banner and no explanation as to why,
Are you gonna say that you want Cooler on this banner?
Boo might get replaced by Cooler.
Okay.
Now that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen, because obviously, dude doesn't fit in that at all. But what if that would be super hype? Everybody that says no, that value of that summoning banner becomes tenfold than what it was.
Oh no,
Cooler really
I
good.
agree with you that the value increases dramatically at that point, but never in the history of the game have they changed an anniversary banner. So that's the only thing that's making me doubt that it's going to happen.
They have changed them. They're giving us tickets.
That doesn't change the content of the banner,
Yeah,
though. That just
Oh,
gives
you're
us a
saying
better.
the content? Okay.
Yeah, the
Alright.
banner,
So
the
here's-
banners themselves have never changed. Like the units on the banners have never changed for an anniversary.
Okay.
Here's why I don't think they'll do that. I mean, as much as I would love that, as much as I love Boo, man, Cooler on this banner would make me summon. Like, I guarantee it.
That's what I think they might do.
But
they might do that just to
this
get people
banner-
global to summon.
People are gonna summon.
I would say
guarantee you.
there's
We're
no
gonna
way
get top
people are
rates.
not going to summon on this banner.
There's no way they don't. This banner is already better than Gogeta. It just
Oh,
is.
yeah.
And so you throw Cooler on here, why the hell would you summon on Gogeta banner? Unless you absolutely need those units, what the fuck it, right? You're gonna get Cooler, LR Gohan, Trunks and Zamasu, Physical Vegito Blue, the new Vegito. Like, the banner just becomes overwhelmingly good. Like, it's just too good. This would be the best banner in Dokkan history, period, ever. Like,
Man,
you
that
cannot
would be
even top
nice.
it. It would
I
be
tell you.
stupid.
It would be so good if they just swapped that one unit, man. That's just going to change the whole entire landscape of everybody saying,
Oh my God.
I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
They're not going to wait now.
If
I will not wait.
Here is why they're not going to change that. Boo makes more sense on this banner than Cooler. And now hear me out on this.
Wow, that's a
Alright.
bold statement.
Boo battled Vegito.
Yep.
Cooler
Boo.
did not. The reason, if you look on the other banner, it's the same thing. All the cards that have been on there are either Gogeta's or, part of the saga, except for Cell. And the ones that battled them, which is Janemba and Omega Shenron. Same with Vegito.
Mhm.
You have Zamasu, Merge Zamasu, and Fu. Like, as much as I would love Cooler on the
Yeah.
deck, I want more dupes of one of my new favorite cards. I want more dupes of him just so I can do it.
Just a dupe would be nice.
It's not gonna happen.
Just one copy would be nice, you little fucking whales.
Look, I don't even have Cooler. I was gonna
Yeah,
get
that's
him
what
with
I'm
the
saying.
coins, and then I'm like, why is Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken on this banner? Fuck. It's
Because
like,
global
this is
first
not-
ruin everything.
This makes me holding on to these coins worthless. Like, why
Right.
was I holding on to them?
Well, it's not
But-
worthless. It just
okay.
delays your purchase.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
got
I
6
mean,
Broly's from that
it-
run.
To have 1,100 of them and go, well, I'm just gonna wait, and then I can get like Cooler, and I can get Bardock. You know what I'm thinking? They might throw Bardock on the other one too, because Bardock hasn't come back either. I don't know. I think this is the one where they're gonna change everything, and it's gonna make it like you have to summon on these banners, even though you already do. But it would add value if they added those 2 cards.
It'll be interesting
Like-
to see. Like,
Yeah.
again, I personally doubt they're gonna change them, but if they do, that would be hype as fuck.
I
Well,
would, I would flip.
This is the first year. I'm gonna say this because it started around like after the year 3, where we started getting dual celebrations more than once.
Mhm.
So we had Saiyan Day and Goku Gohan Goku Day. They all happened at the same time,
Mhm.
and this is like 2 years running. But this is the first time in the last year between 4 and 5 that both cards were released at the exact same time before the anniversary banner for global, right?
Mhm.
So we have 2 cards that came out prior to the anniversary that JP had after their right before their 5-year. So they got Cooler, and then afterwards they got Bardock right after that, right?
Right.
So it was Cooler, anniversary, Bardock. Us, it was Cooler, Bardock, anniversary. And those cards haven't been back for months. And like, I don't know, man. What if they they swap one of each? And then like Cooler goes on the Vegito banner, and then Bardock's on the Gogeta banner.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like, that would just, even if people are saying it's a problem, nope. I'm just saying hypothetically, like, wouldn't that just increase the value? And I think Akatsuki's looking at this. Like, these 2 cards have not been back, and everybody wants them.
What about 13? He hasn't been back either.
So
13 didn't come out at the. He was a little after. He wasn't. He was
I think
like
you're gonna
right
see all
after
those guys
the
right after the 5-year. Like,
Why not just
okay.
have
that
a
banner
super
between
dope banner with all of them on there?
because
It's
I don't
just
like the
the-
chances of having 45 featured units on a banner.
Yeah, that's Tenabata, man. Nobody's selling this on Tenabatas.
No, but I do think all these units that we're missing, Cooler, 13, the ones that need to come back, I think they are going to come back in some hodgepodge banner between the 5th year and the 350 million download celebration. Especially if the thought process of these guys are trying to sync up the games by January, because there are a lot of people who believe that. We've talked about it a couple times on the podcast before, but let's say that they're going to have to make some sort of hodgepodge banner for global that catches us up on all these units that haven't come back yet. And the perfect time to do that is between the 5-year and the download celebration. That one banner where we got Dragon Ball Heroes last year, between the 2 celebrations. That would be the perfect time to do it. Lump it all together, push us forward.
I think they're gonna skip. I think they're gonna skip the that little lull between the 5-year and the download celebration, which I don't think we're gonna get one, but people are saying we are. I don't know yet because nothing's been said. But that time frame, if they were to have a 350 million downloads banner, it's at the end of August. So for somehow, some way, right after the 5-year, they're gonna have to launch at least 2 Dokkan Fests and then 350 million downloads. It's not gonna happen. So what I think is they're gonna push back, or push up the download celebration date. Instead of it being end of August, we'll probably see something 3rd week of August, and then September is going to be nothing but that celebration banner. But October is where we're going to see the boost, right? So October we'll probably get 3 Dokkan Fests, because last year that's what happened. We had 3 Dokkan Fests all the way into November. It was like we were like, why are they running Dokkan Fest back to back to back? And then turns out it's because they were throwing us a bone with the Christmas celebration.
Right.
So
Yeah, but I
we
mean,
might
like,
get
the
3 Dokkan Fests.
the 5-year officially ends on August 11th. So if we get another set of banners, like let's say on the 12th, the in between celebration starts. We get those banners the night of the 13th or night of the 14th. That goes for, you know, a week and a half, and then on the 26th of August it starts the celebration for the downloads, assuming that we have one.
Oh crap! You know what? It just hit me,
Hmm.
Alec. Oh gosh. Okay,
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
dude, blowing y'all's minds right now. 350 million if they do one. I'm not sure yet. I can't give that answer. But if it is, it's gonna be a first ever dual Dokkan Fest. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
That'd be sick.
Dragon Ball Heroes.
I mean,
If they-
we want that really bad. Like a lot of
That's-
communities been saying.
That seems like that might happen because
Super Saiyan 4 Broly sub lead, sub summon in that.
Probably LR Super
That
Saiyan
would
4
be.
Broly.
Oh shit! Oh,
The masked
God
one.
damn.
The masked
just-
one.
Let's just give Broly like another LR. Why not?
Right.
Not
why
only a LR, no, we give him a Super Saiyan 4 masked one, and he's just as OP, just like in the card game. I don't know if you played him, but
I mean,
that
who would I
dude is
replace on my full
nasty.
Broly team for that? You know, that's the question. I'll have to take off Super Saiyan 3. I don't want to do that.
400 million. Oh, yeah. I mean, Koski Red says it might be 400 million. But I mean, if they were to
Koski
link
knows,
up
man.
if they want to link them all up, they're gonna release another dual Dokkan Fest that's around the same time. Because right now we have 3 dual Dokkan Fests a year, but there's only 2 that are celebration, and they've only been singles, right? They've only been the Saiyan Day
Mm-hmm.
and the Goku Gohan Goten Day. Those are the only 2 that actually were in sync with each other. So the other one is the 300 million downloads where we got Cell and Gohan. That's the only dual Dokkan Fest. But if you throw in Dragon Ball Heroes, because that was one of the questions, and now they're releasing all this, you know, Universe 7 stuff for the Tournament of Power. We get Universe 6 in August. We get Universe 6 and also Universe 7, like the LRs with Jiren and all that stuff. We get all that in October. But before all this starts, we hit the 350 million downloads with that dual Dokkan Fest Super Dragon Ball Heroes. It'll be the first ever dual Dokkan Fest Dragon Ball Heroes. I mean, it just sounds good, and I think Akasi's thinking about it. Hyper speculation though. Crazy stuff.
I love irresponsible speculation.
Yeah, right.
Getting back on track for us, though, guys, we're going to jump in and talk about the units themselves. Jumping straight into the LR forms, we kind of talked about them a little bit last week, but admittedly there was a lot of information to stuff in a little bit of time last week, so I feel like we can do better than what we did last week. So let's start off, elephant in the room. I hate Final Trump Card. I hate it. Last Resort was a better name. Fight me.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Why do they keep doing
Yep.
that? Global Shaft.
Global Shaft because of a fucking name.
Trash.
Trash.
Trash. As final trump card instead of last resort. Trash.
Okay, so Final Trump Card or Fusion category key 3, stats 150%. He infinitely raises his attack and causes colossal damage on his 12 key, infinitely raises his attack and causes mega colossal on his 18 key. Passive skill, attack and defense 70%. Second part of his passive, key +3 when attacking, and launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. Third part of his passive, high chance of evading enemy's attack, including a super attack, as the third attacker in the turn. And the fourth part of his passive is transforms when conditions are met, which is just from the starting from the fourth turn, and it just happens. It's not like it's an active skill and you can choose it. When he does, well, let's go over Link skills. Saiyan Warrior Race, Fuse Fighter, Prep for Battle, Over in a Flash, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. And categories are Fusion, Realm of Gods, Transformation Boost, Movie Heroes, Kamehameha, and that stupid Final Trump card. When he transforms, he raises his attack and defense for 1 turn, which is 30%. On 12 key, causes colossal damage. On 18 key, he just raises his defense by 30% and causes mega colossal damage. Attack and defense plus 77% at the start of turn. Second part is key plus 5, launches an additional attack plus an additional attack and defense plus 7% with each attack performed up to 77%, and attacks effective against all types as the first or second attacker in the turn. Next part of his passive launches an additional super attack and high chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack as the third attacker in turn. He does have an active skill that greatly raises his attack temporarily, which means it raises the ultimate damage multiplier by 50% during attack, and causes ultimate damage to enemies. Can be activated when facing one enemy whose hit points are 50% or less, starting from the next attacking turn, once only. He swaps out for Super Saiyan and Warrior Gods. Those are the only two that change there. Alright, so useful in pretty much every slot you want to put him in. What do you guys think?
Not.
You guys are all speechless. I love it.
You want me to go first, or you want
Whoever wants
Ty
to take
go?
it, run with it.
Let's do Ty and then go to me, because I like how that thing links up right down here at the bottom. On the left here.
Personally for me, I obviously, you know, he's good. He's good in every team that you can run him in. The fact that beforehand he's an infinite attack stacker, I love that, just because I love seeing numbers. Would have been great for infinite attack and defense, but that's obviously way too OP. Yeah, he's just so good in all different aspects. I can't really think of a flaw. I can't. Most of the time, like, obviously you're gonna see it in SBR that you're gonna see him transform, which is gonna suck because then you can't infinitely increase your attack from there. But even still, like, he's so freaking versatile in what you can do with him that I absolutely love it. I love this card.
Skip.
My go. Skip. So this Gogeta, I like the fact that he has the key plus 5. Like, that's great. That just automatically makes him a key monster, because with all the other links over in a flash is going to be nice. You know, in Fuse Fighter also, it's a shame that he doesn't have to prepare for battle like the movie one, but it is what it is. You can link him up with the movie one. They'll be the best linking partners for each other. That attacks effective against all types in the first or second attacker in turn, and then launches a additional super attack when he's in a third turn. From what's been speculated as far as how people do this is that they wait for his active skill to be proc, put him in the third turn, make that go into the third turn, which then he keeps his evasion and additional attacks when you put him in the first turn. I'm not sure how that works, but you know, I'll test it out when I pull him, probably in like 3 multis, because everybody's going for Vegito again.
Love it.
So his attacks defensive against all types is great. The only thing I don't like is the fact that he doesn't evade this continuously in his blue form. I wish that was like Blue Gogeta and the movie one, the TUR. I wish they were like the similar, but then given the LR a little more boost. But I mean, overall, he's a great card. There's nothing wrong with him at all. He's gonna have a lot of defense. He's gonna have a lot of attack. I like it, and I like the art. Looks good.
I think the only thing that I even consider remotely disappointing is the hit point restriction for your enemy on the active skill. I get it, it's a finishing move, I really do, but is it really going to be that bad if you just let us use it? Like, really? I mean, he's going to probably kill anything from full health anyway with it. Why restrict it? It just makes it feel like it's less valuable to me. And I left you guys speechless again. All right, moving on.
I agree.
I was waiting for the skip.
All right, skip.
Well, we got one that hasn't talked. Trevor hasn't talked.
He said skip. You skipping?
Even though
I
you're
mean-
skipping, you could talk about it.
Yeah, I can talk about it. I mean, he's OP. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously. I mean, he's Dokkan Fest LR. I mean, what the fuck you expect?
It's part of that damn meta. Jeez, that damn
Yeah,
meta.
he's fucking meta. So yeah, this is one of those units that absolutely smashes in literally every single aspect. He's got really good attack, really good defense. Whoopty fucking dude, jerking myself off right now. Oh god, I can't.
It's like he's defeated because he's like, I'm not gonna
It's
summon
like-
for this, and I'm just gonna hear about it from everybody.
He's like,
Exactly.
he's like, I know he's a good unit. I know he's a good unit. Stop telling me he's a good unit. I don't fucking want him.
Exactly. Everyone and their mother wants this guy and his cousin, and I'm just like, why? You know, like you're taking like he's so good. He takes the fun out of the game almost. You know, like he's
Like-
literally gonna one shot, two shot every single phase of every single event in the entire game.
Until we get the
That's
harder
lame.
stuff.
Sounds,
Yeah. Okay. In Extreme
to me.
SBR, he's gonna be Extreme SBR. You might have to use an item one time. Oh my god.
Oh no.
You might have to use an item. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, it's great that he's in the game. I guess. I mean, I think it kind of ruins the game. Like now, like people are gonna have to power creep up to this now. You know, like every new item, every character that comes out that's super OP. Now everyone's all like, "Oh, this new unit came out. Not as good as the LR fusions."
Well, I mean, we go through that all the time. There's always some benchmark. Like for the longest time, it was not as good as Kale and Caulifla.
Oh,
Yeah, I know,
right,
which I hated
right.
that too.
And that's not even Dokkan Fest.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
mean, there's always going to be a quote unquote best character in the game, even though you can take like the top 30 characters of the game and percentage wise, they're not all that different from each other as far as performance goes. But if you're using number 3 best unit in the game, your entire team is trash because you're not using the number
Exactly.
1 best unit.
Exactly.
The hyperbole behind that mindset just irritates the crap out of me. Like, does it matter if your unit does 7.8 million damage when most enemies have less than 2?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's gonna do so much damage. You're gonna one shot. I don't know. It's like you almost take. It's almost like you're using a hack. Like you're cheating. Like you're doing so much damage, you ruin the game for yourself. You're like, oh, every team I'm gonna use, I have to have this guy on it, right? Because then, you know what I mean? Like you don't have any. You're not challenging yourself. You literally just put on the dope ass OP unit and then call it a day. That's
Now,
it.
keep in mind that some people do challenge themselves in trying to get the biggest attack number as possible. So I mean, everybody has their own way of playing the game. It's
Yeah, but
just that
still,
as
these
far
guys
as
won't
like
hit that either.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
But as far as like how it's going to affect how you play, these guys will literally carry you.
Exactly. That's what. Yeah, I
They
guess that's
will.
what I wanted to carry.
Yeah, they're just like Cooler. Like if you take Cooler into Legendary Goku with a Wicked Bloodlines team, I know because I did this. He will carry you.
He'll carry you.
Yeah, he will straight up carry you. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think Cooler is a very good example of an overpowered unit, but overpowered in a way that he has to be used on a specific team with a specific setup, but it's not terrible because he leads the team that he needs to be on.
Yeah.
This guy is just broken to be broken.
Yeah, I mean, he's on fucking every category in the goddamn game.
Not really. He's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what, 7? 6?
Oh, only
6?
only 7.
Only 6. Only 6.
only
I'm
gets you
looking
like 8
at Blue
spots.
Evolution Vegeta with like 19.
Yeah, he's capped.
You know? So
I don't know. Like he's fucking OP. I mean, it's really not. You can't even look at him and be like, well, let me think. He's bad because.
it's like you're
What could
struggling to figure out where he's going to be weak at,
Where
and you
could
can't
he
come up with
be?
anything.
He raises defense on. He raises. You know,
It's
he's like, what do
I
I
can't
do?
say anything bad about this guy, no matter how hard I try.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Besides his category name being stupid.
his category name is stupid.
That's all I have. His category name is dumb, and I don't want him.
Speaking of stupid category names, we're gonna continue with this stupid category and talk about Vegito. Final trump card of Patara, key 3 stats 150. 12. He's the same unit, guys. Like, really. Raises
Literally.
attack on 12 key, raises attack on 18 key, attack and defense 70%, key 3, launches additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack when attacking, high chance of evading enemy's attack, including a super attack as the third attacker in a turn, transforms when conditions are met. Literally the,
That
the
was
like the
very
same.
fast.
You could be that guy at the end of commercials, reading the
No.
fine print.
Remember Micro Machines commercial with the dude that spoke really quick?
I love the Micro Machines guy. He played Blur in the Transformers movie.
That's hilarious.
Link skills are Sand Warrior Race, Brainiacs, Power Bestowed by God, Over in a Flash, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Categories: Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Saga, Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Kamehameha, Final Trump card. When he awakens, he becomes even more broken, just like the other one. He still raises that attack and defense for 1 turn. He raises his defense for 1 turn on 18 key. Attack and defense plus 77% at the start of turn. Key plus 2 launches the additional super attack plus key plus 1 up to 5. And attack and defense plus 7 up to 77. With each attack performed as the first attacker at a turn, launches an additional super attack and high chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attacks to the third attacker in turn. Active skill, Final Kamehameha, greatly raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to enemy, can be activated when facing only one enemy whose hit points are 50% less starting from the next attacking turn once only. Like literally the same damn unit.
Yep.
So again, with the same as the Gogeta, you proc him on the 3rd turn with his active skill, put him in the first attack, you'll get 3 additional attacks, plus he'll evade.
Yep.
The only difference, I think, and the only reason it matters, is he doesn't have Warrior Gods.
Ooh,
Oh,
he
you are
doesn't.
correct. Super Saiyan Kamehameha, power bestowed by
That's-
God over to Flash,
Oh,
Fuse Fighter,
yeah.
Fierce Battle, Legendary Power.
He gets the
That-
power bestowed
yep.
by God instead.
Which is which is definitely worse than Warrior Gods.
Yeah.
Which is definitely a way better Link. That's all I gotta say. He's still garbage and I hate him.
10% versus a flat, yeah, significantly better. Yeah, power bestowed by God is weak in comparison. So you know what that means? Vegito Blue is trash.
Yep, exactly. Garbage.
Yep.
Just trash.
Not worth it.
Nope, don't summon on his banner. It's garbage. Tystra, do you agree? Or did Tystra do BRB as well? Of course he did.
Oh,
Because I don't
Tystra
read my Discord like a good producer should.
Well, then I'll go.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. Like you said, the same unit, literally on
Pretty
paper.
much.
And the only
Copy
thing that
paste.
changes is the passive, the secondary and the passive.
hmm
Attacks against all, attacks effective against all types versus additional supers.
Yep.
So that's the only thing that changes these two. I would say Gogeta has the better art. Vegito has the better passive, secondary passive. So like right after the key plus 2, he doesn't have the attacks effective against all types. Although he is a tech, right? So he launches an additional with a chance of critting. And then
Yep.
what's his Gogeta? He's an STR.
hmm
uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah, so he has
So
an 8
wait,
crit. They
go
both
back
have
to
an
the
8 crit.
Gogeta. Go back to Gogeta.
Yeah,
Does Gogeta
sure.
have launches additional attack?
Launches
does he have-
additional attack plus an additional
Does he have
attack defense
launches?
7%.
Okay, here we go. So launches an additional attack versus launches an additional super. So that's where they both are different.
hmm
And he doesn't have attacks effective against all types. So the additional supers are what makes it better because he's going to get that attack defense proc twice. So I don't know. I would say Vegito
No,
on
they
paper
both
looks
launch an additional super attack.
Nope,
When-
one launches an
only-
additional attack, one launches an additional super attack. So like Gogeta, it says right here, key plus 5 launches an additional attack. Whereas on Vegito, it says key plus 2 launches an additional super attack.
It says
The-
first or second attacker launches an additional super attack and high chance to crit right there. With the
Right
last
there.
line. Super attack or high chance of evading an attack as the third attack. on
Right,
the
we're
turn.
talking about this part right here. The first part of the passive.
Oh,
in the first
so
two
Vegeta's
slots.
going to launch a super attack, period.
And then
Yeah,
Gogeta,
no matter where you
Gogeta will
put him.
get an additional attack. That additional attack does not have a chance of becoming super, or else it would say with a chance of becoming a super attack.
Unless he's a third attacker in a turn.
Right, and that's
Right.
that we're talking about the slot 1 and 2 versus the slot 3 abilities. Yep.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So,
Well, then you just run Vegito in the first slot, Vegeta in the second or third slot. I mean,
well, you can abuse the system a little bit, like BVaz was
Yeah.
saying. If you use the active in the third slot and then move them into the first slot, they get all of those. They get all of those because they attacked in the in the third
Oh.
slot with the active skill, so that counts as being the third attacker in a turn. And then you move
Really?
them
But
to the first
Vegeta will
slot.
launch 3 supers and Gogeta will launch only 2.
Holy
That's
poop.
if with one dupe. Like with free dupes. If you have one dupe, then pretty much it'll be 4 supers versus 3 supers, and Vegito will definitely win that category because he's getting the more supers off. So it's all about like it's your whole premise of arguing these cards is attacks effective against all types versus additional super.
Exactly.
That's the only reason you would choose one or the other.
And I think
Me,
it's gonna be really close.
Me, it's because everybody's going for Vegito. I'm gonna
Mhm.
go for Gogeta.
Mhm.
And secondly is the super attacks look better on the Gogeta.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd play the
categories
super
are a
attacks,
thing.
but we always get claimed every time I include a super attack in one of these.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, the
I
art
think-
does look better on Gogeta.
I think the categories are a big decision too.
No, they're both the same.
The final
They're
trump
both the same.
final trump
No,
card
no, no,
category.
just like Gogeta, like is in
Oh,
fusions.
right,
And
right.
Patara. Fusion
Okay.
Patara. I don't know what the other. I don't have them both.
So
pulled up.
Gogeta has.
The movie heroes.
Welcome
Yeah,
back,
so
Ty.
they just a couple of different categories you can pick. Depends on what your box is like. You know, like if you have
Right.
an OP movie heroes, like do you really need him? You know, or
Right.
if your Patara is really OP, do you really need this guy? You know what I mean? Like it's just
Mhm.
You know, they're both
You
on
could make
Kamehameha and
arguments.
transformation boost. They really don't need anything else.
yeah, those are the two best categories in the game.
Yep.
I don't know. I think Pure Saiyans has a very good argument for being the best category in the game, but Transformation Boost I think is
Oh,
just
true.
a bit over that. I do think Transformation Boost is the single best category in the game.
I think Pure Saiyans is the best category, like all around. Like it has a lot of options.
Oh
you
yeah,
can make a lot of different teams. With
you
that.
can go into almost any Super Battle Road. Almost any. There's a few exceptions such as Peppy Gals, Fusion, Patara,
Ginyu
and
Force.
Ginyu Force, where you can't just take a bunch of Pure Saiyans. You know, there's very few. Like you can go into almost any Super Battle Road and be like, I'm gonna run a Pure Saiyans on this one.
Mhm.
Majin Buu Saga? Yep, Pure Saiyans. Why not? I mean, it may not be the best, but you can do it. Super, obviously. You
Yep.
might even be able to do it with Extreme at this point. You probably could.
You don't 100% can.
You know, it's so flexible that even not even considering the amount of powerful units in that category, it is hands down one of the best in the game just because of the versatility of the box.
So if you say Transformation Boost is the top tier,
Mhm.
putting Cooler on that banner just sounds more like a possibility.
I agree that it would be
He
cool.
wants it bad, dude.
I
I'm
agree that it
telling you,
would be cool.
I really need Cooler. I need
Oh, I need him.
I
I would
that.
love
So-
Cooler.
I
Please,
need
he completes
it.
me.
And just because I feel like someone's gonna be watching this later or right now and be like, "Well, Trevor said you don't need anybody." I need him because I don't have a cooler that's good.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I need.
It still
just any cooler.
falls into the
He
want
just happens to be
category.
good, right?
It's just I want it so much I need it.
Yeah, but I mean,
No.
I don't have like metal cooler, you know.
Right.
I don't have the only thing I have is metal like Final Form cooler. That's
Okay.
it. I just need a cooler, please.
I don't.
He needs a
I
cooler than
need-
the free to play cooler.
I need
Yes.
the Cooler
to
because he's
pay
a
to play Cooler.
Transformation Boost category support. We don't have Transformation Boost category support. That's why you need him, guys.
No,
Need it.
no. STR Boo is support after his fifth turn.
5 turns in, fight's almost
that's
over.
not-
Finally got
yeah,
that
but the-
support.
But no, you need to be 5 turns in and below 50% health or 30%
Yeah,
health or something
that's
like that.
achievable.
That's not achievable when you have OP
It's not,
units
it's
on
not
Transformation Boost.
consistently achievable.
That's true. If you're trying to run him with these two units,
Yeah,
it'll
you're
be
not
over.
gonna get it. Exactly. If you
Yeah.
put those 2 guys on there, you're not gonna get it, and he's just gonna sit there just lowering attack and
Dude,
defense
if
every
you
turn.
put these two on the unit, you don't even need cooler because the event will be over
Just
before
run
his
these two
rotation
as
comes up.
Cybermen, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but that's why I need him, because if I put him on the third rotation, he's going to give them even more boost, so that way they'll be even less relevant to use on the turn, because I'll one-shot with one. So I have to choose whether to use Vegito, or Gogeta. So I'm like, okay, who's going to one-shot this one? It's your turn, Gogeta.
Okay, next phase is up. Who's getting the one shot?
It's going to be you, Vegito. I'll make sure that you get your turn.
All right. And Ty, did you have any thoughts on the state of Gogeta and Vegeta before we move on?
I don't care what anybody says if they're Gogeta fanboys or what. I'm a Vegito fanboy. Vegito is the best fusion in my personal opinion.
Wow, those are big words.
They are big words, and I tell everybody I don't give a damn.
Unpopular opinion. They're the exact same fucking character with a different name.
Yep.
Well, technically, the reason why
So
people are
true.
like, Gogeta's better because technically it's the fusion of two powers times 2, and then Vegito is just fusing the max power levels of the 2 into 1. And it's like, I don't care.
Except for
Vegito
in
is-
Super, they identified that both fusions merge together
equal.
and multiply the power of the combined users by 10. The only difference between the two is Patara fusion lasts 30 minutes longer.
Wait, it's not
But-
forever now?
No,
No.
they retcon the
said
shit out of
forever.
it. No,
Patara
you, okay, I
got
forgot. You haven't
retconned
watched
to-
Super.
I haven't watched
So,
Super.
Patara
So-
got retconned to 1 hour.
well, okay,
But-
so
When did they make that?
Here is what actually happened. Kai's, it's from what I understand, it's a permanent transformation unless the earrings are taken off. Then for non-Kai people, it's an hour.
Is
Yeah.
it specifically Kai or is it?
If there is a
Like-
Kai involved in the fusion is permanent. That's why old Kai and the Witch have remained permanent. Even if he takes off the earrings, which he did to give to Gohan, they don't separate.
And like
If
Kibito.
it's two mortals, there's a time limit. Now, everyone says that's a retcon, but keep in mind that when Vegito went into Boo, like when he got 8 as the candy,
yeah, they
and then
defused.
they defused because of the bad air, an hour came up.
Oh,
Like
That's
it's already been
yeah.
proven that Supreme Kai, that Supreme Kai
they
Shin
didn't
does not
know
know how
what
to
it
do his
was.
job. He doesn't know shit
No,
about
no.
his people
It-
or his
It
powers.
wasn't
Not
him.
even
It
the
was
Elder
Elder
Kai.
Kai. Elder
Yeah,
Kai
but-
didn't know what its aspect was either. They didn't know what it was because Akira Toriyama didn't tell them yet. But
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm gonna say is like it was retconned because it was assumed that it's a permanent fusion, and the only reason why it was defused was the magic of Majin Buu. I don't know about the air. I think that's a translation issue.
This probably is
But
a translation
it was
issue.
because of the magic of Buu
Mhm.
prevented the fusion, so that's why they defused.
Or so
But-
they thought.
Right. So there goes again.
Mm.
Akira Toriyama did not tell the cast, the little characters in the show that this is why. So that's
Mhm.
why it's considered a retcon, because of all the theories were completely erased. So now this is what happens. If it's mortals, it's only an hour. If it's Kai's involved, only gods. So if gods fuse, they fuse permanently. So Gowasu was the only one who knew that because Akira Toriyama told him that. So that's why he knew that.
Exactly.
So yeah, Vegito and Gogeta are equals, and that's what's been said by Akira Toriyama himself, is that they're both equal. But if you look at the event of Gogeta's, where Gogeta sat in the end of the Tournament of Power, and Vegito was it towards the end of the Goku Black arc, that's about two years. That's 2 years right there.
Oh, so you're
So-
saying this, them as characters got stronger in that 2
Got
years?
stronger in those 2 years, right? So Gogeta and Vegito, if Vegito was just as strong as Gogeta in that 2 year gap, then Vegito is stronger.
Either way, Vegeta's
But-
better. That's
No, they're equals as far as what Akira Toriyama is saying. But if you say, okay, well, look at the time frame. If they were equals then Vegito's a stronger fusion.
I don't care. Vegeta's better.
I'm not. I'm actually agreeing with you.
Yeah, I'm
Vegito is
indifferent.
amazing.
I still subscribe to they're the exact same character with a different name.
Yes, they are.
I'm subscribed to the Alec and lick on my left testicle.
Can I throw in an unpopular opinion here?
Don't
Go
you
ahead.
always?
Isn't
Yeah.
that what we're doing?
I think they're better individually together.
Individually together. So you mean like as Goku and Vegeta instead of merged?
Yeah, I think that they are better, and I think that in real life they would also be better individually together, because fighting two people is way harder than fighting one. No matter how strong it is, no matter if you're weaker than them or not, you're still two different people from two different angles doing two different things. That is way more mental and physical power that you have to possess to be able to contend with that.
Okay.
Just
so
saying.
I'm just saying, like, if two people punch you, let's say with 100 pounds of force each, okay, at the same time, that's gonna hurt, you know. But one
Yeah.
dude punching you at 1,000 pounds of force is gonna hurt a lot more than two people punching you at 100 pounds of force each.
Okay, but let's be real. Goku and Vegeta are still the two strongest people in the fucking universe, right? Like, pretty much, they will be eventually become like. There's already, I don't know, I haven't seen Super, so whatever. I'm sure there's higher people, but anyway, that's the highest, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
So
nobody gets
Broly-
past Goku and Vegeta, even if they start
Like-
out behind the enemy.
Yeah, like in the Broly movie, because I've seen that. That's my super knowledge. Vegeta fought Broly, you know, and that was fine. And then Goku fought Broly, and that was fine. And then they, I guess, got their ass beat and had to change into Gogeta, and then won, kinda. But,
Yeah, the cool thing is the second he turned blue as Gogeta, Broly never touched him again. Never once landed another attack on him.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I think personally that I would be a lot more scared to see two super buff dudes coming at me instead of just one. You know what I mean?
Oh
I'd
no,
be like,
I
one
agree.
dude, I
Strength
can
in
take
numbers
one
makes
dude.
sense,
Yeah. Just
but it
two
doesn't
would be
add up
like,
to
oh,
Dragon Ball math.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
Dragon Ball
that's
logic
true.
doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Just like
But
Reese
yeah.
was saying that when he saw them fuse, he giggled and he says, "Oh, they finally learned how to work
together. Yep.
And he's giggling as he's like dodging Broly. oh, you're cute.
Yeah.
like, nice try.
On that as well, I will say I like Gogeta more because of his humor. I think he's a lot more relaxed. Like kind of like a Gotenks type vibe, you know? He just seems
Well-
too serious when he's Vegeta. Kinda
Vegito
takes the
has
fun out.
Vegeta's personality, and Gogeta has Goku's personality.
Yeah.
Remember,
Oh.
the strength of the personality is the one who's actually starts with the name.
Yep, that's basically how it works. Who's the more dominant personality is determines
Oh.
which one's
See,
which.
I love the fact that Vegito is way more cocky. That's what I
He does
like
have that
about him.
Vegeta in him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and that's
That makes
probably
sense.
what makes me like him more is the fact that he's more cocky, and he's funny about it. Like when he's got Boo with the spirit sword, and he's just like lecturing him, just staring him down. And I'm like, really? that's so unnecessary.
Isn't
You're
it though?
just-
But it added to the freaking story, man. 'Cause
Oh,
Blue's
yeah.
just running shop through everybody. Killed the
Yep.
whole entire. You killed every human on the planet, and
Pretty much.
Vegeta was just having his revenge.
Yeah.
So it only lasted a few.
I mean, he
episodes,
killed
but I wish it would've-
theoretically killed both, like, didn't really kill him, but defeated both of his sons
Yeah.
and Vegeta's son. So I mean, the anger was probably pretty real.
And not
But-
only that, but in candy form, he literally was talking shit and beating the hell out of Super Boo.
The world's
Yeah,
strongest
the-
jawbreaker.
The
As a
problem.
piece of freaking
The
candy.
problem I have with the Boo saga at that level is Vegito not going all out and taking him out. Only it makes sense because it would have ended the whole thing. The series was over after that, and you can
Hey, so
tell
here's-
that.
I know we're so off topic.
Yeah.
Topic.
Yeah,
If he would have killed Boo, like if he would have straight just like decimated him, like annihilated him, would he have killed everyone else?
Would it matter because
Yes.
the Dragon Balls exist?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That is true.
could they all come back? Were they all comebackable?
Yeah, everything can come
Oh.
back from the Dragon Balls, especially the Namekian
Yeah.
ones. The Namekian ones were changed to bring back a whole group of people.
I would say after the
At that
events on
time.
Namek, the Dragon Balls got upgraded, so they no longer had any
Oh.
limitations. Basically, you could be dead forever. You could have been wished back 18,000 times before that. Like
Yep.
they literally just turned
Wow.
it into Deus Ex Machina.
The reason
Gotcha.
why he did that was because Namek never experienced a genocide until Frieza showed up, and I believe it was the new Elder. I forget his name.
Mori.
But after Mori, there you go. So Mori, didn't. This is all off-camera stuff. This is everything that happened behind the scenes. But Kakarot actually explained it. If you play Kakarot, it actually explains that. So there's a lot of like plot holes that you guys think aren't there. But if you play the game Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, not plugging them, but it's a really good game. You play this side mission where you actually go to New Planet Namek, and then you ask him like, what's going on? Like he's like, oh well, after the events of Namek, I changed the Dragon Balls. You can bring back anyone, anytime, no matter how long they've been dead. And it's so that way because if you wanted to see somebody that you never saw, so like Bardock could come back in the canon right now, as of how they have it. So they can.
That would be so dope.
Yeah, so that's why he changed it,
dope.
because he's like the Namek Dragon Balls are one step below the Super Dragon Balls. So like in having the Namek Dragon Balls, it's more easily attainable than having the Super Dragon Balls. But they're almost the same level. Remember, they can't exceed the strength of their user.
They can't exceed the strength of the plot hole that
the
Kiriyama
right.
or that Akira Toriyama wants to fill.
Exactly. So Akira Toriyama didn't tell the Dragon Balls that they were limitless until the Super Dragon Balls came around, and then he's like, "Okay, it's Namek Dragon Balls. You now on this S tier. These are Z tier." So
Oh shit.
you know, they're like the new LRs. Whenever the new LRs released, oh, we got the new Super Dragon Balls. I'm like, what? Yeah, they could grant any wish. What do you mean any wish? Yeah, any wish.
Couldn't the Dragon Balls already grant any wish?
No,
Apparently
they
not.
couldn't. First Dragon Balls can only wish back this thing. You can't do like a whole body change and erase a whole person's existence and then take over their body, kill that person's family, and then become a rosé form. You couldn't do that with Earth's Dragon Balls.
No.
I think it was explained that, like, with Earth's Dragon Balls, or let's say Universe 7's Dragon Balls, those could only operate within the universe they were created. With the Super Dragon Balls are omni-universal.
True.
So they can.
No,
you can
they're not omni-universal. They're only work for Universe 6 and Universe 7. That was all
No,
we talked about in Daizenshu.
because the Super Dragon Balls were used to restore all the universes.
Yeah.
Right,
So-
they are, but their only location is between Universe 6 and Universe 7. You can't find them anywhere else.
Right, but they
So
can
they
be
don't
used
really-
by any
I'm
universe.
not.
Like
yeah,
if you
can be
go
used by
over
any
through,
universe.
and they can be
Right.
extended, their power extends out to any universe. I think is what
How is
Ty
that
is saying.
fair? So universe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 or whatever, how many they are, they don't get a say in what happens to their universe?
No.
So the theory is,
you have to watch Super. This is getting
Yeah.
into Super, but we should stop here because it's
yeah,
getting-
we don't want to.
Yeah, we're
Spoiler
way off
alert.
topic.
Yeah.
Way off
Yeah.
topic
Yeah.
here. Let's talk
Sorry
about
about
Trunks
that.
and Mai.
Yeah, let's talk about Trunks about.
Oh shit, we haven't even talked about.
No,
this
we're still going through the
God.
banners.
Oh my gosh.
I love you, Trevor.
Yeah, this is
but
a
I'm
whole
trying to
nother
keep you away.
podcast here, Alex.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really just need to
topic.
watch it.
Yeah. This is
Absolutely.
my love to you, Trevor.
We need to do that, dude. Get together and do like a binge watch. It'd be a blast.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right,
it would
so
be nice.
Trunks and Mai, they start off as Trunks. I believe it's Super Saiyan Trunks. Yep,
Yeah.
Super Saiyan Trunks Future, which means he is farmable. So make sure you get his super attack farmed up if you pull him. Joined Forces, Key 3 stats 120, or Agility type, Key 3 stats 70. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy on super attack. Passive skill, attack and defense plus 100%, key plus 3, and an additional attack and defense plus 100% when there's an ally whose name includes Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan on the team. Plus an additional attack plus 100% when there is a Future Saga category enemy, plus an additional key plus 3 attack plus 100%, and performs a critical hit when there's an enemy whose name includes Zamasu or Goku Black. Keep in mind that Zamasu and Goku Black will both be on Future Saga, so yeah, that'll activate those parts of his passive. The Evil Containment Wave active skill raises attack by 628% temporarily and performs a critical hit. Stuns enemy and halves own defense within the same turn. Can be activated when your team has an ally whose name includes Trunks Teen, Future, Trunks Future, or My Future attacking in the same turn, self-excluded. Starting from the 3rd turn of the start of the battle once only. Link skills are Brainiac's Cold Judgment, Courage, Dismal Future, Prepared for Battle, Solid Support, and Fierce Battle. As far as categories, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Join Forces, Final Trump Card, and Revenge. And the art
they're
doesn't
not on
suck.
Earthlings? Why the hell are they not on Earthlings?
Because no Hybrid Saiyan is on
No.
Earthlings.
No hybrid Saiyan gets to be one.
So dumb.
There's not a
They
single
should have
hybrid
called
Saiyan.
it humans.
They shouldn't have called it humans because there's freaking devil people and dog people and mummies and stuff on the category.
Yeah, but they don't count. But they should have just been humans. That would have made.
I would
that would
say
have made a
with
lot
my
more
being
sense.
in there, they would have been Earthlings. Because mine, saying.
No, but the whole card has to be that.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
For
why.
it to be it. I think.
Chaozu and Tien are in there, and
Mhm.
Huar and
Mhm.
And Yamcha, yep.
Yeah, both units have to be in it. That's
Right, I
why,
gotcha.
you know, like the Team Bardock card isn't a Goku's family just because Bardock's in it.
Right, yeah, because all the other people aren't part of
All-
Goku's
yeah,
family.
They have to also be.
oh yeah, I understand.
Dokkan logic.
Yep. Hashtag.
So,
I have really weird
Did they-
thoughts on this. If you want, if I can say it.
yeah, go ahead. I thought they were going to give us the whole weird math thing down at the bottom, but they didn't.
Oh no, they last time I looked at it, they still didn't have it either.
So,
Yeah, so I mathed this last time. Apparently I was wrong. Levi can do that if he's in the chat. Anyways, you know what's funny? They put Super Saiyan Goat Super Saiyan in the passive. So you know who triggers that? The clone Vegeta triggers that passive.
Clone
just
Vegeta
think-
triggers what passive?
Clone Vegeta is Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, Vegeta, clone.
Oh, yeah.
He counts.
Yeah,
For
as long as
that.
the name just contains Super Saiyan God,
Yeah.
Super Saiyan.
I
So,
just think it's really funny.
Evolution Vegeta, when he's evolved,
Mhm.
will include it. The new Tanabata LR on JP, that will include it.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know? So, yeah, there's a lot of options there.
I just think the clone is really funny because they're both on time travelers. I think, right? No, he's on artificial life forms.
Yeah.
And artificial life forms and something. Ah, fuck! I don't have them pulled up. But anyway, if you could somehow put them on the same team, they're both agile units, so you could do that. Maybe that could be a thing.
Yep,
But
under
I just think
agility.
I just think it's really funny that he technically counts,
Yep.
and it makes me laugh.
All right, so I mean, the evil containment wave I think is like the big thing for this unit, like that
Oh,
raises
yeah.
attack by 628% thing.
Mhm.
They're a good unit in and of themselves, but I don't think they're as much to write home about as the rest of what we've been talking about today.
I think we need to do. I think I'm gonna need to do some testing because that active skill also says stuns enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So like in SBR, where that stun everyone, or just the one.
Probably stuns whoever it hits. Because it doesn't say
Oh.
stuns enemies, it says stun enemy.
So it's an attack, and not a buff for the
Yeah,
turn.
yeah. Active skill. The active skill for this character is an attack. Yeah, it must be an attack. Yeah, it's the evil containment wave. So it'll hit. I don't know what it does for damage though. Don't ask me. I don't know.
Yeah, like what's its percentage?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It may just be
I
that
know.
the active skill just performs the stun and the buff of the attack, and then makes it so you will get a critical hit, and then it's based off the actual attack that you get. I haven't used the character. I haven't watched a lot of videos on them to know for sure.
Yeah, I haven't either, to be honest. I've been kind of slacking on that.
So, all right, gonna move on to Bardock and Gine, and of course, since his base form is Bardock, he's also farmable.
Mhm.
So make sure you get your super attack farmed up for him.
He's
we-
way easier to farm
way
than just
easier.
Trunks.
Yep.
Trunks is gonna suck.
Yep. And then,
do.
of course, this introduced Gine as a playable character for the first time in some capacity.
Mhm.
They are Movie Heroes category Key 3 stats 120, Strength type Key 3 stats 70%, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy. Passive is attack and defense plus 100%, and then Key plus 3 plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% when there's an ally whose name includes Goku on the team, Captain Ginyu, and Junior are excluded. Plus an additional attack plus 100% when there is a movie bosses category enemy, plus an additional Key 3 attack plus 100% and performs critical attack when there is an enemy whose name includes Frieza, soldier excluded. Removes all the active skill removes all allies' status effects and allies attack plus 22% for 2 turns. Can be activated when hit points are 80% or less starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Link skills are Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Pride, Cold Judgment, Prepared for Battle, Experienced Fighters, and Fierce Battle. Categories of Pure Saiyan, Joined Forces, Movie Heroes, and Goku's Family. All right, guys, thoughts on this one?
She's
Um,
just so adorable.
I don't know. It's a good card. I mean, I use them on my JP all the time. And they're really good. I mean, straight up, like they're really good without the other movie bosses or Frieza
Right.
included. They're really just good on a Goku's family or paired with Goku on the team somewhere. Like that. I mean, they're really good.
14,000 attack is nice.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, they're good. The links are pretty decent. I mean, not bad. Experienced Fighters is a good link that not a terribly huge amount of units share. So, like movie heroes specifically, if you're gonna do that, they pair really nicely with Super Saiyan Goku, Gumku, Bombku, whatever you want to call it.
Bombku.
Yeah, they pair pretty well with that. So, plus the pan skill is pretty dope. Sauce.
Right. And the removes ally status effect thing comes in handy with like your rotations are locked or if you get sealed. Like there are those units that seal like at the start in some fights. So that would remove that as well. BVaz, how you feeling about this unit?
He said he was going to step away.
Oh, did he? I didn't hear him say that. Sorry. I'm good at this. I've called each one of you out when you haven't been here. I'm such a good host.
GG's!
Tysher, how you feeling about Bardock and Gine?
This card, I like it just because of the fact that it's kid. It's a great Goku family card in my opinion. I just like it. I don't know how to explain it. I like this card just because of the visuals. That's my biggest thing. Like the kid is good. Don't get me wrong, this kid is fantastic. But the visuals on this card is just, it's adorable and wholesome, and you don't get that a lot. Like, the most wholesome thing is Pan, and you know everybody hates Pan.
Oh, no, dude. I'm going to argue with you right now and say the most wholesome art of any card is base form, farmable, strength kid Gohan in his school suit with the bowl cut.
But we don't have that yet. I'm not counting
Yes, we
that.
do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, yeah.
The Planet Namek one. He's the most adorable, wholesome card in the game.
For some reason, I thought you were talking about the Goten card where he's like all shy and stuff.
No.
Yeah, that one's really wholesome too.
I'm definitely gonna disagree with you on this because here's why I'm gonna disagree. Yeah, bowl cut, small, chubby Gohan, and he's adorable. Yeah, but you get a whole father's pride and mother's support in this card. And not only that, but you also get it in the actual active skill. I just watched the mini video of it, and it's so adorable, dude. Like, that's why I like this card, because every time I look at it, it just puts a smile on my face. You know, you can't get that with a lot of cards.
I wish that Gine was involved in the super attack in some fashion. Instead of it's just Bardock doing his little Bardock beam, you know.
Right.
Nothing special.
It's Bardock in the super and Gine in the active skill. So. But otherwise, the kit's really good. Like, there's no denying that. This card slaps.
Yeah. I mean, can we just think of a Goku's family team with Pan and them on the same rotation with whoever you want to slap and active skill at the same time?
I would actually like to see that. I'd like
that
to
would
see
be crazy.
I would like to see a team with B-Pan and Bardock Gine on the same rotation and see how that works.
Actually, they're both 2 turns, so technically you could do B-Pan one rotation and then the next.
And then for that one turn, that shit would stack.
Yeah, and it would be crazy.
55% additional attack or whatever from 2 different active skills. Yeah, I'm really excited for this card because I want to make the Goku family generations thing. So it would include these two, some form of Goku, obviously Super Saiyan 4 to lead the team, some form of Gohan, some form of Goten, Goku Jr., and Pan. Like, I want to make the 5 generations of Goku's family team. And I know that it's probably not going to be the best team in the universe, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, leaving out my boy Raditz like that?
Raditz doesn't count. Raditz is a piece of shit.
But Goku Jr. counts? That's barely canon.
It's the same
thing.
Hey, you know what? It technically isn't canon anymore, but that's okay. Neither is Cumber. Cumber's my favorite unit, so...
Oh my god, I just thought about it.
What?
Old Lady Pan card win?
Oh,
Old Lady Pan support card.
Yes! That
her
would be
active
so
skill
awesome.
could be Saiyan menopause.
Oh god, stop.
Please. Oh my god.
This, what is that? Ultra Instinct Hot Flashes.
Oh, wow.
This is
Uh.
sucking right now, dude.
Her passive would be Barren Field.
That is terrible.
God damn it, Alec. Damn it.
I just ruined that for you.
You know, now I'm thinking about it, who's
I don't
Goku's
want
junior
that,
parents?
Poopa.
That's a good question. We don't ask those questions here because Toriyama didn't give us those answers.
Damn it, I want the answer now. Now that I think about it, I never thought about it before. It just hit me all of a sudden.
Oh, okay.
Just because Goku Jr. calls Pan grandma.
Grandma. Yep. So
Yeah, who are
the
Pan's
field
kids?
apparently wasn't barren because she at least produced one, right?
Somebody.
God damn it.
Yeah, is Goku Jr. a hybrid Saiyan?
I've known
Right?
that one since she was born. That's God damn it.
I ruin everything.
I gotta go.
What's up, General Bardock?
Alright, thanks so much for the biddies, dude.
All right. Oh, BVaz, are you back yet, bud? Negative. All right, we shall move on. I don't know what that was. Okay. So coming up, we also have the Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash 5th Anniversary Special. I don't know when this is coming per se, but it's coming soon.
Part one?
It will be
Cool
part
still.
1. According, well, JP got it in part 1, so who knows?
I missed something.
You
Wow,
missed
guys
something.
are already down.
Yeah,
Oh,
we just finished
Bardock and Gine. Do you want to give us some
Okay.
thoughts on Bardock and Gine?
Well, let's go back all the way back to Trunks. Trunks great, and Barkine great support on that side.
Yep, not a whole lot to say about them. They're both fantastic cards. You missed the whole conversation about whether Grandma Pan has a fertile field or not.
God damn it.
I'm ruining Ty's life right now.
I gotta go bleach my brain really quick.
Oh my god.
Alright,
All right, so this Ultimate Clash will most likely be easier than the ones that we're facing because these ones during the anniversaries usually are. And yes, I know I'm horrible. Thank you, chat. Get it done. It doesn't look like anything's gonna be all too difficult in here. I mean, Paragus is immune to being stunned. Bardock is immune to stunning and sealing. Whis is immune to stunning and can evade attacks. Fierce is immune to stunning.
all of them are immune
Yeah.
to stun except for
Yep.
fucking Zamasu.
It's like
That's fine.
this one might be the most difficult because locking character switching, conceal an attack, immune to defense lowering, immune attack lowering. I mean, they might be a bit difficult for, you know, the Trunks and Mai, but nothing too major. Then I see this as a Masu probably being a bit difficult just because of the amount of healing that he does. But you can build characters around that to take care of it.
I will say though, it's really cool that in the last stage you could actually lower like everything else. The only thing you can't do is stun and seal.
Did you
Right.
lower his attack?
Yeah, you can lower his attack, you can lower his defense.
Gotta get
You-
wrecked.
The
Yep.
only thing you can't do is stun or seal. That's it.
Yeah, that'll be pretty freaking easy. Plus he's physical. He's extreme physical. And super strength is one of the best types in the game, so it'll be an easy last fight. Plus he's a
I will-
pure Saiyan, so if you don't want to run that and you want to like come in and just clock him with Kale and Caulifla,
That's true.
you can do that too.
What's also really cool is that this is, I think, the first battlefield with a transforming unit as the boss. So
Yeah,
you'll
how does
beat
that
him-
work?
You'll beat him once, and then he'll come back with
Oh,
a little bit stronger.
what a jerk.
Oh,
But it's still not gonna be like overpowered or anything. It's gonna be the same type of like difficulty as like let's say Jiren, but it's gonna be a little bit easier just because of the fact that it's a physical unit.
if I'm reading this right, you have to clear 9 health bars, and then
clear
he
another 10.
transforms and you have to clear 10 more.
So
Yeah.
what, it's red and then purple?
No,
Right.
both physical for it.
No, yeah, health bars.
Yeah.
Red and then purple.
Oh, I have no
Yeah.
idea. I don't pay attention to the
Purple's the
colors of
highest,
those.
isn't it?
I don't
It's
know.
pretty, yeah, that's pretty close to it.
Okay.
So, but from what I've been reading, it's not as hard as it looks.
Okay. Yeah, usually these ones that come out that are like specially themed for anniversaries and stuff are pretty easy. I remember the GT one last year being particularly easy.
Oh yeah, the GT one is so easy.
And then of course it's typical rewards. You get your orbs, get your Kais, stuff like that. So it's definitely worth doing. Any thoughts on this Ultimate Clash before we move it on?
I think after I finish this, if they give the same amount of rewards as normal, I should have enough for Bobbity and DeBurrow when it comes out.
Nice. I'm probably going to rainbow the Int Metal Cooler after I do this one.
Yeah. I mean, I could do that too, but
So
I just wish
Bobbity,
that they would
though.
bump up these rewards because
yeah, me too.
Mecha Frieza and King Cold hasn't been out for that long, and
Yeah.
I've only been able to save up for this is going to be my second one that I'm going to get.
They
and
cost
they're
so
already going to
much.
be they're going to be releasing Deborah and Bobbity, and that's going to be even more. And it's like, how can somebody keep up? You can't. because you're
Well,
not
that's
gonna
the point. If you started behind, you're always going to be behind because they give you no other way to like catch up. So
Yeah.
you're on a set schedule of it's going to take you X amount of time to get this number of points to be able to do the thing. You know.
I am back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back, dude.
Hey,
So yeah, they definitely need to do something to scale up rewards because getting 6,000 a week just does not cut it when you're trying to catch up. Like, I have one copy of every LR currently available from Battlefield, and the only one that I have a dupe in right now is Ginyu because I got that from outside of Battlefield. Got it when I did Prime Battle Frieza.
Yeah.
You know.
I rainbowed Cooler. I have Cooler rainbowed. I got the LR Ginyu, the first one, the one that came out for the Battlefield 1.0.
Oh yeah, I've got
He's
that one
rainbowed.
rainbowed.
The
I
physical
got-
one?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. He's a
I
lot
got
more
those
cool,
two rainbowed, but I don't have any dupes in Oob. I don't have any dupes in the Tech Mecha Frieza and King Cold.
Like-
And what's the other one? There's
Well,
one more.
Deborah and Bobbity are coming out here soon.
Is that the only one? I thought there was others.
Oob and Metal Cooler. Oob, Metal Cooler. That's it, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like
it right
I
Yeah, their prices are way too high.
even if they did something where they instead of 6,000 a week, they make it so you can get 10,000 a week, and then they increase like the monthly one by like 10%. That's still going to be a massive improvement over what it has now.
Not even. You only get 230,000 from it, right? They
Right.
should increase
Yeah.
it to about 3 to 400,000. So like 350, 375, and then they give you like 25,000 a week. That would help you rainbow them faster because of only once a month it's out, and then you have to wait like 3 months before you can even grab a dupe or something.
Yep. I mean, it'll take you the better part of a year and a half to get all of the LRs, if not longer.
No longer because Truth hasn't even rainbowed all of them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's been out for over a year.
So, and they just keep adding more at a higher cost. And then they add in the non-LR units, which are good, like that Krillin. I totally skipped out on getting LRs to rainbow that damn Krillin.
That Krillin's so good. Dude,
He's
the
so damn
18 's
good.
really
Top tier
good.
Krillins.
That 18 is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be sleeping on that 18, chat.
But that's my point. It's like
Actually, be sleeping on it.
It's-
She's fine.
it's this constant game of catching up, and honestly, if they wouldn't have added like the Krillin and 18, I'm saying that they shouldn't have. But in my case, I would have been like, okay, I'm not so far behind because I still have to get the Majin Vegeta and the Angel Goku. I still haven't done
Yeah,
that.
they're fun
because
too. Yeah.
I've been only focusing on the LRs because of how fucking expensive they are.
Right.
And they keep raising the prices with new LRs and it's pissing me off.
That's exactly why I said screw it. I'm getting Krillin because I knew I could do him and it would be quick and it would just get it done. Also, it allowed me to free to play LGE. But
Yeah.
you know, the LRs, whereas they are decent units, I actually think that some of the SSRs are actually better than the LRs, at least as far as like bench and
yeah.
flexibility and usability in teams. Like,
Krillin and 18 definitely are.
yeah, Krillin and 18 are solid as fuck.
Vegeta and Goku, don't put all your fucking money into
Oh, no,
them.
like-
They're fun to play because they're free to play and all, but they arguably are not very good at all. Which
Yeah,
sucks
their
because I really love them.
EZA
And I use them all
versions
the
of
time.
them are better. Their EZA versions are better.
Oh yeah, definitely. They were
Now-
the normal versions of them before EZA were better than them.
Now, the EZAs of those two will come. So just keep in mind, you
Yeah,
already have
That's
the
true.
EZA
That's true.
of the Goku and the Vegeta, Majin Vegeta. Then
Mhm.
they'll come back and make it so that way you need those orbs to EZA those. It ain't gonna happen now, but it'll happen probably next 6 months.
Probably, yeah. Also, I believe this is the last thing we should be getting in the next week or so, and that is the Dragon Ball Super Broly Infinite Dragon Ball History stage.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was already out.
the Future Saga one. Or are you talking about the
No.
Broly one?
One comes out in part 2, and one comes out in part 1, and comes out in part 2 or 3. I know.
Yeah.
So Broly's out right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Broly's out right now.
Damn it! I have to go do that after the show.
And what's the other one? It's a Future Saga one, right?
Yeah, the Future Trunks Saga one, but that's not going to come out until either part 2 or part 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought was next.
So
I beat that one too on JP.
Oh, you're talking about the
Infinite Dragon Ball
yeah,
Histories.
Yeah, I tried it, man. It is very difficult.
Is
I
it?
had a lot of trouble with trying to do an all movie bosses team. It's not easy because that physical Broly gets mollywopped real bad.
Mm.
It's not fun.
Well, if it's too difficult, I'll probably just go through and run it twice. Once with 3 movie bosses, once with 3 movie heroes. But keep in mind that Agility Tapion counts as both.
Very true.
So
He does.
He does. So I don't know how you could build that into a team to make it work better, but he does take 50% less damage.
That's true.
So he might be good to take a few hits.
Take him. You really want to take him on the heroes team because him as a movie boss, he doesn't get the boost as his individual form.
Mhm.
True.
So like it doesn't work unless you take him with the giant form, and then you can probably take some giant form category. But there aren't any giant form category.
Giant
heroes.
form's gonna get wrecked in this.
Dude, for real.
Yeah, but there's no movie heroes giant category, so that's
Correct.
where it runs
No.
into an issue.
Yeah,
Is
trying
there
to
any
do
movie
both
bosses?
missions at the same time is going to be
Yeah.
incredibly difficult.
You need to run it 2 times, right? So you need to run it 2 times, and this is how you need to run it. You need to take, for the movie bosses, you need to take, what did I take? It wasn't, I took a full power team, not a full power, what was it? Oh my gosh. It was a movie bosses, but I took a lot of cards that weren't in the movie bosses.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness! You know, let me
Well,
look and see
that's the
what
thing
team
is
I
you don't
ran.
have to limit yourself to movie bosses. You just have to have 3 units that are movie boss enemies or movie boss category characters on the team. So you could literally run an extreme team or a mono type team. Not that I'd suggest running a mono type team.
This is what I did. I did pure Saiyans.
Good call.
So I had the physical Vegeta, transforming Vegeta. I had the AGL Broly, the Tech LR Broly, and the physical Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, because his attack and defense increasing buffer. The Tech LR Broly, because he's a monster, he hits very, very hard. And then the AGL Broly, because he has that attack and defense, like really great buffer. But then I took my favorite 2 units, the physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku and the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Those guys carried the team. I like it because after the 5th phase, they have 500,000 defense each, and just give them 10 orbs, you healed about 80% of your health.
Nice.
Love it.
So Callow Gaming in chat brings up a good point. You can actually do both missions if you use Pure Saiyans.
Yes.
So,
Mhm.
yep. So,
If you use Pure Saiyans, you're not gonna have. I don't think you can have both because you need movie heroes and movie bosses, 3 and 3. Friends
Yep.
don't count.
that's
There
true.
are no Pure Saiyans that are movie heroes and movie bosses, 3 and 3.
So you have Agile Broly as a lead,
Yep. Agile Broly is your
Um,
movie villain.
and then you could really pick and choose from there. I mean, you have Super Saiyan Goku. You could have
Well, the thing is, you can run 3 different Brolys on the team, and that would be all 3 of your movie villains.
Yeah, but Broly is isn't Broly a 100% lead? Or
120.
he's a 120, which again is enough. Okay,
It is, it is.
don't
It's
fucking
enough.
tell me
No,
not.
that's not enough, man.
It's
Try-
enough.
I'm
dude.
gonna do it on
If
stream
someone
tomorrow
do
to
it-
see if it's enough.
Alec, if you do it, I'll be surprised, but that is not an easy team to run.
So
Trust me, that 30% with the Vegeta, I was barely making it through. The only two that carried me was the Tech Vegeta and the physical Goku.
I think
pretty
that
much
I
all
would
you
just
need, though.
depend on movie bosses Frieza. Like isn't the tech one? Isn't he movie
Yeah,
bosses,
he's
right?
movie boss.
Okay, I'll run him. He's my tank. I really have to look at my boxes. I really don't. I can't. I'm doing farming right now, so I'm not.
Yeah, me too. I had to look at my stuff. I left the thing to look as well.
I just realized that Broly's not a movie. The new kid Broly's not a movie boss or a movie hero.
No.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
Unfortunately, not.
That's
Nope.
interesting.
He's not.
But yeah,
Kiefer, isn't he?
I think I can do it. I'll figure it out. I'll try to do it on stream tomorrow with a Pure Saiyans running
I mean,
both at the same
if
time.
anyone can do
That's
it,
hilarious if you
Alex,
do get it.
Alex, the one who does it. I guarantee it.
You say that only because I will beat my head against the wall until I get it done, until
Exactly,
I
you'll
find
do it
the
100
RNG.
times.
I don't doubt you won't get it, right? I'm
Right.
not doubting you won't get it.
It's just
but
not going to be easy.
It's going to take you about 2.5 hours.
We'll see. I mean, that doesn't bother me. I did.
Stream.
I did,
Mono Fizz against LG.
It wasn't even Mono Fizz. It was running physical Botomagetta as my leader and my friend through LGE.
Yeah.
And I
Physical
no itemed it in like 2.5, almost 3 hours. Because there's literally no attack on the team. But I did it.
You did it.
All because I
Well,
said I would do it.
If there's a challenge that can be done, Alec will do it. He did
Yeah.
not give a shit.
Dude, when are you going to go live tomorrow? Can you send me a DM so I know what the time is?
Yeah, it'll
in
be
the Discord.
1 o'clock Central
1
is when I go live on Wednesdays.
Okay, that's noon for me.
Yep.
Yo, I'm gonna watch this because I'm gonna see you just get that RNG where you're gonna be pissed off because I'm telling you the first 2 turns you're going against a STR and you're going against an INT, and if you ain't careful, that SSG Vegeta will super you and it's almost 300,000 damage. I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
And that's with
Oh, you could
150
run-
boost.
You could
That's
run
with 150.
God Q, bro. God Q. That's who I'd run.
Is the
He's
Super
a movie
Saiyan
hero,
hybrid Saiyans?
Isn't he a movie hero?
Yes, I think.
Okay. He
Let's
should
find
be.
out.
I hope so because he's from that scene in the movie. But I
No.
actually don't know if he is.
No, he's from the series. This is the one from the series, not from the
Damn.
movie. So that would not work.
My
So,
dream.
Yeah, that's what I did. I checked that first.
You'd
I'm telling
have
you
been
there.
the best one.
It'll be an
Tell you, Trevor, I
interesting.
picked them
It'll be
all,
an
man.
interesting grouping for sure. So
Yeah, the links might be weird. For sure. I think it's a
Yeah. If you need a Broly friend and the AGL one,
Yeah, I got you
Let me,
Alex, as well.
yeah, let me
Okay.
send you my friend code. You add me there. and I'll
Sure.
DM it to you.
yeah, I've got like 20 spots left. So I go through and
Test.
constantly remove people.
Test always has his Broly as a lead.
It's because Test is Broly.
Literally.
Test is Broly. Nothing stops him, and when you push against him, he only gets stronger and does better. Test is awesome. All right, but that brings us to the end of all of the topics that we were going to discuss today. So let's have a little chat, guys.
Uh-oh, here we go. I haven't read the show notes at all today.
You haven't read the show notes at all today? Okay.
No.
So our chat discussion topic for you guys today, and I do want chat to put their 2 cents in on this. So back when JP had the 5-year, they did not get top grossing rewards for part 2 of the celebration because another game had a collab with Demon Slayer and wrecked them on top grossing. However, they still got 130 top grossing stones from part 1. Now, I'm
Damn.
assuming that we will hit top grossing in part 2 because it's the anniversary and we almost consistently hit top grossing every time there's an anniversary. Very little things are out right now to compete with us except for unless 7 Deadly Sins pulls some crap. That's the only thing I can think of getting in our way. Let's
we're
say,
definitely gonna get it for you for part 1.
yeah, I'm sure we're gonna get it for part 1, but I'm concerned like, okay, so let's say they do that and they don't give us 130 stones for part 1. Are they gonna, like, assuming we hit it in part 2, they'll finish out the 130, or do you think we'll get the 130 for part 1, and then if we hit top grossing in part 2, are we gonna get more stones?
Okay, so they just gave him 130 for the lulz, or
They gave him 100
what?
for hitting top grossing, and then they hit it again, so they gave him
Wow.
another 30.
So what's their normal amount that they normally get?
I think 100.
Okay, well, okay, not a big deal then. I would just I think that we would just get the normal rewards we normally do. So 7 per country that gets it.
It's doubled every time for anniversaries.
Yeah,
It's not
anniversaries
like
we usually
it's
get more,
10.
but
Oh, then
It's 10
14 for each one then. That's
no,
a lot.
No, not 14. No, you get 10 stones.
That's
So
not
if
double
it's
then.
usually 35, right? It would be 50.
well, it depends on whether or not we hit it in 5 countries, if that's the case.
Right. No, it's probably going to be France. France is going to carry us. We'll get like 30 stones for that.
I just
with
don't
4.
see how.
That's it.
I mean, everyone and their mother has been saving stones and hyping up this banner. This is literally the most hyped banner
Yeah.
ever.
They're not, but the top grossing goes by how many people will buy into it. And you're not going to have that many unless Truth goes and spends money. Then
Oh, because
you're
we've
not gonna-
already bought the stones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've already bought the stones. It doesn't matter if you're spending stones. That doesn't count. It matters if you're
Oh.
buying stones.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
even if you're skipping the banner, if you want top grossing, buy the sales.
Yep.
Like,
You
it doesn't
have
matter
to.
if you go in on the banner. That does not affect your top grossing at all. All that matters is the revenue they bring in. So even if you're a person who's like, I'm skipping the 5-year because of the Tanabata unit that just came out, or I really want Kefla, that's fine. Make sure you buy the sales to help us get that top grossing.
I feel like I was just personally attacked.
No,
no.
If I was going
it's
to
not you.
if I was
It's
going
for
to
everyone.
purposely attack you, I would say, "Hey Trevor, don't be stupid and do this." Because I will personally attack you if I'm attacking you.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah, it's
So-
only, it's for everyone. It's like the people that say I'm free to play and they're strictly free to play and they don't spend any monies. They're not helping or contributing to the top grocery, and then they complain
complain.
that they don't give us stones. And I'm like, well, they can't if you don't help.
Yeah, people who are strictly free to play. All of you who come into my chat and they're like, "I have 14 LRs. I'm free to play, by the way," and then you complain about the number of top grossing stones that we get. I'm sorry, you're not allowed to talk about that. You're free to play, by the way.
Right. You're the problem, not the solution.
So that is the one time in this game where I feel like free to play players don't have a right to complain. Like
Exactly.
you cannot complain about top grossing stones when you intentionally do not spend money in the game.
Hmm.
Hey, so curious. I might be missing something. I was not paying attention. This Kid Broly unit does not have an awakening.
Not yet.
So does that come out and his EZA comes out at the same time? His awakening and his EZA?
I think they released a new stage, don't they? It's like a new stage for the awakening.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So like right now there's 3 stages in that event. There will
Yeah.
be 2 more stages added, one to get you medals to awaken Vegeta, one to get you medals to awaken Broly. And then on top
Oh.
of that there will be an easy area that comes out that EZAs them.
Are we talking about
Okay,
the
cool.
easy area for Broly and Vegeta?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Oh, okay.
trio.
Okay. Okay, cool. Because I'm sitting here like rainbowed him, and I'm like, all right, let's get this awakening. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
you just get that ready so that way when they do drop, which is usually after the banner drops, that's when they're gonna drop. Because the easy areas aren't gonna drop for about another week and a half. So it's the 7th now, probably the 10th. We'll see something in the news, and then the 14th they'll probably drop them.
well,
Easy
in the
areas are
meantime-
never right off the bat. They come out later.
Okay.
I'm gonna post my team in the Discord.
Which team are you posting there, Trevor?
My Broly team.
So, I mean, really what it comes down to is it's going to be a wait and see on what stones we get, whether or not we hit top grossing. I'm just wondering if we hit top grossing on both banners, are we going to get more than what JP got? That's-
Whether or not we get top grossing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Oh, my file size is too big apparently.
Oh,
That's what she
where you
said?
put it in in
Ah.
building? Is that where you're gonna put it?
Well, I was.
Okay.
Not anymore. Never mind.
it's just
I
too
would
big.
post- I would post like my entire box, but that takes like 25 screenshots. I don't think you guys have that kind of time.
You know what'd be really cool for the channel is actually like doing like separate videos of like box showcases and putting them on the Global Game YouTube. That'd be pretty dope.
Ooh, yo, I
There
can
we
do
go.
one of those.
We might
I
do
can
that.
and send it to you.
Done. All right, it's uploaded.
Okay, so jumping into user Q&A here. Christian, who's more of a snack, Gogeta or Vegito?
Vegito.
I am still of the mindset that they are the same character, just with different names. So snack away on whichever one you want, big boy. Wow, I just shut you guys all down again.
You want me to talk?
I already said mine, Vegito.
Okay, so
Yeah,
yes,
already.
it's agreed. Like, I agree that they are the same. But again, I'm gonna say your choices are whether or not you want additionals attack or do you want attack.
Oh, we're not talking about the card at this point. We're asking who's more of a snack.
Oh.
There's nothing serious about user Q&A, by the way. These guys like to have
I
fun.
mean, like
We have fun here.
as a snack, like Gogeta is more attractive.
Yeah.
If we're going off, I'm just saying.
It's because he's
he
got
wears more
Goku's
clothes.
eyes.
He's got less. You can see his chest.
You only like him
Oh
'cause
man, you guys are going that deep into the thing. I didn't know you guys.
Vegeta is an absolute
Yeah.
slut.
We'll blame Christian for that one.
Okay.
Mental Midget says, unrelated, what do you hope or suspect next year's free-to-play squad and LR to be?
Can't. We have to get through this one first.
Pride Troopers.
I don't know. I don't
Because there's
think
a whole
that's
bunch of like
clear.
D-list Pride Troopers they could make into one team.
Honestly, I would much rather have a Z Fighters squad. Just have it be
Okay,
Piccolo, Tien, Yamcha, Chaozu.
I would love that. Yeah.
that will definitely happen. The reason why I'll say that is because we need a dual Dokkan Fest Goku and Vegeta Saiyan Saga. So once we get that, we're gonna have the LR. We already have the Saiyan Saga LR for Nappa and Vegeta, right? So they are for Inhuman Deeds, but we don't have a Z Fighters one, right?
Mhm.
So you get your lead being Goku, right? But this is what I think. This is super. Okay, we're going into super speculation territory. All right, now.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I'm going to say this may happen. This is where if they go that route, this is where they go. They'll have a transforming Vegeta and a transforming Goku. Goku will transform to Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan, gosh, Kaioken times 3, right? His active skill will be Kaioken times 4. But it'll probably be him doing ridiculous amounts of damage, but he'll lose 20% of his health. Kind of like Chow Man, right?
20% of his health.
20, because remember
Oh
when he
my
did
god.
when he did the Kaioken attack to Vegeta, he couldn't move after that. He completely destroyed.
Yeah,
his
it
body.
straight wrecked him.
Yeah.
So then you have Vegeta, right? The other side of the coin. They're pretty much have the same kind of passive, kind of like how they do Gogeta and Vegito. But Vegeta's gonna have a transformation, right? After he lowers his health to a certain amount of time, after so many turns have passed. So let's say after 5 turns below 50%, they'll do the grade 8 transformation.
Mhm.
And that grade 8 transformation will be him completely wrecking house, and he'll heal like 50%, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
that's going to be an active skill, because you want to choose when you want to go ahead and turn grade 8. And then his super attack will be the Gallic gun and all that stuff.
That would be cool.
So yeah, I'm thinking they'll go that route, because Goku will be the Z Fighters lead, and then you'll have your LR, which is all of them. I don't think Goku would be a part of it, but I think like Krillin would be a part of it. He'll be like the Z Fighters. It'll be him, Piccolo, Gohan, Tien, Chaozu, and Yamcha. Yamcha should be like in the background dead, while they all like stand in front like they're gonna fight.
So next question we're gonna pick is Akatsu Red asks, how many stones do y'all have saved up right now? I personally am at 1,362 after summoning on the 200 stone banner.
I'll have mine in a second. I'm doing the orbs real quick.
I don't really save much, but I got 540,
540, that's good.
546 or something like that. But here's the thing: I started with I had like 380. This was just the free to play stuff.
Yeah.
I got a crap ton of orbs. Hey, Proper Artist is here saying he has no stones. It's okay, Proper. We understand.
It's all good. It's all good.
Drop the boy.
I have a 223.
Okay. And I'm actually going to ask you a follow-up question from Kenny McGee on that, Trevor, since it's specifically directed at you. So if you're
What?
skipping the dual Dokkan Fest banners for the anniversary, is it possible you're going in for the thank you banner in December?
The thank you banner.
That's the
Yeah,
Tanabata.
thank you, Sunny. Mhm.
What's the
one with
Tanabata
Freddy
banner
Krueger.
include?
That's
It's
the
like the pretty
Goku and
stuff.
Vegeta. The
It's
new
gonna
one.
have
The one that
this-
just completely decimated Truth's wallet.
So, well, no.
Oh.
Here's the thing: is that one came out, and then right after, and this is bullshit, is that they released a new one. It's Goku Vegeta, and then you get Gogeta, Vegito, and the Go Bros in that same banner.
Yeah, that's the banner that I summoned on JP. I didn't know there was another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got him, Krillin, that new Krillin, and
Mhm.
Gobros. That's
Well,
a
that's-
good banner.
It's always how it works with Tanabata is you'll get the new character released. So like last year for JP, I think it was Gobros, and then they like a week later they released another banner that had the SS4s and Gobros on it, but the rates were crap.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Um,
and for me, I got 1360.
1360. Hey, 1360 club.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, I guess to answer the question, no.
Yeah, you're going for Boo and the Gotenks banner,
Yeah.
right?
The primary, like, even if, like, God forbid, if they fuck me again and have Kefla, well, Kefla's gonna come out first, which sucks because I really want Kefla too.
That looks good.
But the main stone is that's for Boo. All for Boo. All for Boo and
So
Majin Vegeta. as
You're
well.
not gonna summon for anyone else? Like, at
No,
all?
I'm skipping until Boo.
That's solid.
Dude, what if Boo doesn't come out till like New Year's?
Sure.
Boo's
cool.
coming out at the end of November.
He'll come out in November, I think. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I've been told. And that's totally fine. I mean, I'll have like 2 or 3K stones by then.
That's how the Golden Week always works. We get like the Golden Week stuff for right around Thanksgiving, the dual Dokkan Fest banner right around Thanksgiving, and then either right before or right after that we get the stuff from Tanabata. Depending on when we're getting our global first, if we get one this year.
Mm-mm.
Like I've been summoning like this whole time. And because I decided so I tried beers, I tried to get Bardock, I tried to get, Super Saiyan 2s, I tried all that shit. And I was like, all right, 5 years gonna kick off my stones, and that's I'm gonna use those for Boo. So that's what I'm doing. Just to go Tings and Boo.
Next question is from Christian again. 5 units you hope to see get Easy A's by the end of the year. Easy A areas definitely included. The only one that I really, really want to see that we don't know when it's coming is Mass Ningen. Or Mass Ningen. No, we're good. So how this works is as long as
Hey, we're
we are
back.
connected, we're back. As I say, as long as we reconnect, it'll all still be one video that we upload to YouTube, so it's not an issue.
Yeah, you can-
Sorry
that
about that, guys.
reconnect button
Disconnects are a
going?
thing.
We apologize for the wait. Please stay
All
with
right,
us.
so we were talking about 5 units that we hope to see get Easy A's by the end of the year. I said Mass Saiyan.
I would absolutely love Tech Majin Vegeta to get an EVA already.
Nice.
Did you already make that save the unit video?
I'm waiting for my one of my mods because he was gonna do the edit for the video to add all the like funny stuff into it. So after once he's ready to go, I'm gonna do the Save the Unit Foundation videos. Unless
Let me
somebody
look at
else.
my Easy A pool that I have for my cards. I don't know. 6 months for the end of the year we have left, right? We got about 6 months. So,
5 months, yeah.
All I see them doing is just the stuff they've been doing with the Universe 6 Easy A's.
hmm
Oh man, we'll probably get the Tech Broly as well, but nothing other than that because like if they do Easy A once a month, I just don't see them going any further than what they're doing now. Now, if you were to say getting close to the 6th year, what I think, I would hope that they just do World Tournament ones and they just go back and just fix Piccolo. and give him an EZA, and then just focus on the LRs that were free to play.
Okay.
Like Frieza and the LR androids. Go back and just fix those.
For all of you that are asking in chat when are the banners going to drop, we don't know exactly. I'm assuming it's going to be tomorrow night at 11 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, which would be 1 a.m. Central, 2 a.m. Eastern on Thursday. If you guys want to keep track of it yourself, I put a link in chat to DBZ Space's card schedule. The second it's in the game and we know when it's going to go out, it'll be on that page right there. That is the best place to know when units are going to release.
And they've pushed it back. Like whenever these things happen like this, it's been the hour of where they just completely shut down all the servers and release sequentially. So it's been like a 1:45 in the morning Eastern, and then all of a sudden maintenance happens, and then the banners go live 30 minutes later. So like we won't know for sure until they actually put it in there where the schedule's at. Then that's usually the day of, hour of, like you're just like, what? Why do we have this maintenance right here for 20 minutes? And that's why.
All right. Last question of the stream. Cute Bloodworm says, who do you think was cooler, Vegito from Z or Gogeta from DBS Broly?
Vegito from Z. That's my instant answer.
I'm just going to say Gogeta from Broly because Ty said Vegito.
Oh my god, really?
No,
You're gonna
no.
be that guy?
No, like seriously, I've said this how many times during stream? I don't even know, but I bring it up all the time. The second he turned blue against Broly and against the dipshit from Dragon Ball Heroes, whatever his name was, he doesn't get touched. A single attack does not land on Gogeta after he turns blue in both situations. Like, that to me is just cool. Like, he's so far beyond the opponent that he's just styling.
I mean, Vegito was the same way with Super Boo. He just let him hit him because that's Vegeta. Vegeta's like, give me your best shot. Okay, now I can kick your ass. That's why I think Vegito is more.
Only one of them got turned into candy, bro. That's all I'm saying.
And he styled on him as candy.
Yeah, but it would be more of a style if you like reflected it back and turned Boo into candy.
He turned into candy and then beat him so bad that Boo had to turn him back out of candy. To be able to beat somebody's ass so bad as a piece of candy that you make the person who turned you into candy change you back.
Well, let's first off talk about the tactical error on Boo's part for turning him into a jawbreaker. That's just asking to get your face slapped.
Yep. Why didn't he turn him into chocolate like everybody else?
Because he would have styled on him as a chocolate bar.
That'd have been way cooler, by the way. Little piece of chocolate just, like beating the shit out of you.
A piece of chocolate Vegito, like it's actually in the shape of Vegito, and he's just beating his.
Yeah. I will say, just side note, real quick. I hit 30 mil on my first run of that.
Oh, nice.
Thing.
Yeah, it's.
Yep. I had.
Man, don't do that,
million.
Ty. I was really proud of my 30 mil. Shit.
Well, how about this, Trevor?
I didn't have a support on rotation.
You did better than me on my first run. I only did.
Who did you use?
For my whole team?
No, just for the guy who's hitting.
Oh, Gumku.
Damn it, me too. I couldn't think of anybody better.
But here's the thing. I'll say you did better than me on the first run because I was just fucking around, and I did 14 mil on my first run. So you did better than me.
Okay.
Does that make you feel fucking better, Trevor?
Yeah. What did you end up getting? So I can flex.
I went 78 mil.
78? Who was on rotation?
So on my first rotation, I had both Friezas, and I had 17. And then on the next rotation, I had Android 18 that changes the stuff into ATL spheres, Goku, and Turles.
Turles. I don't have him.
Yeah, or you could use Kid Buu as well.
Yeah, I have Kid Buu and Topo. That's
yeah,
my support.
they do good. The only thing
I
that
think-
sucks for Topo is that he doesn't have the 50%. He's only, I think, 30. Or am I wrong?
No, he's 40% buff.
Oh, 40. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
either way.
Either way, but I have Angel Goku on the team to change orbs too. And so if he's on rotation, he'll get the Super Saiyan buff.
Oh my god, you just blew my mind. I didn't even think about using Angel Goku.
Fucking welcome.
That would have made it so much easier.
Fucking welcome.
Well,
Everyone in chat, you're welcome.
Well, I can't even do it anymore. Well, I can do it more, but I'm not going to get anything from it, so... Thanks, I guess.
I mean, you already did it.
The movie heroes boost is better though. Wouldn't you want to use movie heroes types?
Well,
No, just for the guy who hits. It doesn't matter if
Yeah,
anybody else.
it's just for whoever hits the enemy. It's
Yeah,
not-
I mean, we're
Make
using
sure your nuker is part of the category, but anybody else on the team can be whatever you want.
I thought about physical Trunks for a second. Just throw it out there,
But he's not movie hero, so...
yeah, he is.
Well, yeah, the
I
new
don't know.
physical Trunks is.
I would recommend using the Vegeta and Goku.
They are
physical
phenomenal.
Vegeta and that physical Goku and Tech Vegeta, because they changed the orbs.
They're
they
movie
have
heroes?
defense
Yep.
plus 25% when they get them, and they're movie heroes.
That
Yeah,
Tech
but-
I didn't know they
Vegeta
were movie
Blue,
heroes.
I got
movie.
900 or 99 million, whatever the max damage is, 99,999,000, whatever it is. I did that in one try. It was that easy.
Wow.
And I didn't get all the
didn't
orbs
realize.
from my Vegeta, and I was
Yep,
getting
same.
76 million.
Oh,
So-
I didn't even think about it. I'm stupid.
So, all right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up here. I do want to go through the list of shoutouts because we actually have a lot. Again, before I shout out individual people, I want to thank you all because like 1 week ago today we started this channel. We launched with our 5-year preview episode, and literally last night as I was going to bed, we got invited to the affiliate program. And like I said earlier, yeah, we put in some hours to make that happen, but you guys put in the views, and that is one of the most important things that we need is the views and you guys. So thank you so much for that. On that note, Corster811 followed. Tystra has subscribed at tier 1. Thank you for that, Tystra.
What's up, baby?
Ernad Shadow 13 followed. A Lucky Cinderance has followed. Levi gave us the host. Drag, you also subbed at tier 1. Thank you for that. Listy followed. The 10, is that Hokage? Am I Hokage? I don't know. I'm probably butchering the shit out of that. Whatever it is.
Hokage.
Hokage. I don't know. I don't watch anime. You guys know that. They followed. CT Logic followed. Ancient gave us a host. Omnitoast with that raid of 9, and then the follow himself. Silver Shadow with the follow. Theo 261007 with the follow. Recuff and Mad. I don't know. You followed as well. Thank you for that. General Broderick with the biddies. Twice. Thank you. Knuckles1327 with the follow. Evan Blom, BLOMM, with the follow. Big Bruh 6445 with the follow. Blackpack_Fist with the follow. And then Tystra just a minute ago gifted a tier 1 sub to Akatsu Red. Guys, it's a lot of interaction. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Hell yeah.
All right, so as a special reward, we will be rating somebody. I don't know who yet, but in the meantime, make sure you check out BVaz because he's awesome and he streams on Twitch and he likes Dokkan Battle, and we like him.
I will.
Thank you for stopping by. And
Yeah, dude, thanks so much.
Oh, you
I
welcome.
already had you followed. Shit.
All right, and then of course I will be streaming tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central Time. We'll be doing Infinite Dragon Ball History. I'll also be doing the ticket summons from the World Tournament because we should have all that stuff coming in tonight.
Nick is streaming, by the way.
I know Nick is streaming. I just saw that. But yeah, good call. So yeah, we're going to send a raid over to our boy Nick because Nick is awesome. Nick will be joining us on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific for our big giant summoning party, which is now 10 streamers summoning in one stream. It could
Can I be a
potentially
part of
be.
that?
Do what?
Can I be a part of that?
I
Not
will.
on camera, but just in the Discord.
Could you be a part of that in the Discord? Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
can come in and chit chat with us. I mean, if you want to be part on camera
we
too,
stream
I
it
just
only?
need to find one more person to even things up.
Yeah, if you can find one other one, just DM me, and then we'll set it up afterwards.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of stuff to set up, so I'll be doing some of the setup on Thursday. So I'll be reaching out to everybody who's involved between Wednesday and Thursday to get that all set up for Friday.
So we could just call this the Global Gang Summon Party.
It's basically what it is at this point, because if we add BVaz and one other person, that puts us up to 12 people summoning in one stream.
Hell yes.
So
I mean, that's crazy.
has that ever happened? Ever?
Nope.
Probably.
I mean, between 3 to 4 max is what I've seen.
Right.
You would be
So
the first.
breaking
Also,
ground,
side
breaking
note,
ground.
Alec, I hit the 99 mil.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna send us over to Nick because the raid will push us over in 10 seconds anyway. You guys have a great weekend, and we will see you
You
next
too.
time.
Bye, dudes.
See you later, guys.
Yeah,
Good shit. Good shit.
good stuff, Alec.